I'm talking with Barbara.
So, that guest from Natlan inspired your new hymn?
I was practicing outside the
Ooh,
city.
which one?
And had just finished a high note when I saw a fluffy tail drooping from a tree.
Oh, Shalonen, because she was here.
For a moment, I thought I'd seen a wild beast. But upon closer inspection, it was just Miss Shalonen from Natlan.
You've met Shalonen too, Barbara? Another one of her outdoor afternoon naps, huh?
Wasn't Shalonen taking naps in the library before? Why'd she switch back to trees again?
Maybe she wants to be in a tree. Let her vibe.
Well, she said she was worried about disturbing others by sleeping in the library, so she wanted to find a more deserted spot. But in the end, I guess she ended up being the one who was disturbed instead.
Oh, don't you worry, Miss Barbara. I doubt your voice could ever disturb anyone. Why else would she have helped you adjust the rhythm of that hymn to the Anemo Archon?
She's just so nice. Even though she was yawning the whole time, she gave me tons of useful suggestions.
I feel like she's always yawning, though. Girl's just tired.
It's just a shame we don't have a dance-off stage in Mondstadt. Then we could use it to test those instruments she was talking about.
We should take a trip to Natlan together. You can try the dance-off stage for yourself.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. I haven't visited other nations much up till now.
I feel like Barbara needs to go on a world tour and, like, touch grass and not be where Albert is. Like, anywhere near Albert. Albert needs to be restricted to Mondstadt, and Barbara needs to be literally anywhere else.
But before that, let me polish off this new hymn to the Anemo Archon. I shouldn't waste all the help Miss Shalonen and that bard Venti have given me. Traveler, Paimon, remember to come listen to me sing. You too, Dahlia. And Venti as well, I guess.
Not that I guess.
As long as he hasn't had too much to drink.
That won't be a problem. I'm sure Venti rates your songs more highly than any old fine wine.
But I almost never see him without a bottle in his hand.
He's a fucking alcoholic.
Can the Anemo Archon watch over him? He has such talent. If only he'd put it to better use.
Stares into the void. Anyway.
The way I see it, the Anemo Archon does look out for him.
Dahlia, shut
Out of all
up.
of
You
my
know.
friends, he's one of the freest people I know.
Sure.
Anyway, it's almost time for confession. If you'll excuse me.
Confession? That was sudden.
Well, Cardinal Seamus is back at the cathedral, as you might have heard. It's not every day that an opportunity to confess to him comes around. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Isn't Seamus Jean and Barbara's dad?
Cardinal Seamus? Oh, right! He's that Cardinal of Daybreak guy Varka was talking about. The one who went with him on his expedition to Notcry. Paimon heard that the expedition members were heading back to Mondstadt, but she didn't expect them to be back so soon.
It is okay. But unless I'm remembering this wrong, he's also...
Yes, he's my father. Jean's too.
Dahlia enters the cathedral. Oh, we're following Dahlia. Okay.
May the Anemo Archon protect you, Deacon Dahlia. It has been some time since we last met. I did not expect your first request to be for me to hear your confession.
I did not expect him to look and or sound like this.
You are the closest to our god here in the Church of Favonius. I would be honored to have you hear it.
I suspect that I am in truth furthest away. How else would I be able to see his divine glory in full?
Is this... This is definitely much more of Jean's eyes, for sure. He is exactly what I expected, like a priest to look like, honestly.
Is that so? I thought you might say that each of us should try our best to draw nearer to him, for the eye of the hurricane is often the quietest spot of all.
Does that mean he knows Venti's the Archon too? I don't know, maybe. Maybe he doesn't, and he's just like... I don't know. He's like, oh, I wonder who the Anemo Archon is, and Venti's just staring there. It's like, haha, I'm not gonna tell him.
I believe that Barbados, in his mercy, will not allow the hurricane to sweep through Mondstadt.
Oh.
Amidst the warm breezes he sends, what we should do is go beyond our city's walls and enjoy his many blessings.
It wouldn't be the first time that some important characters talk about a calamity that's coming in the future. But I would have so many more nickels if I had that.
Well, you certainly did that. But the winds in Nodcry must be much colder than those in Mondstadt.
Of course. And it's not as if the wind that blows through that land is Favonian in nature. We seem to have visitors outside. Deaconess Barbara among them. Are they here for confession as well?
Well, I'm so glad you can see through the door, I guess. There's also people just in the church.
Indeed. In a way, though, I suspect I'm better suited than she is to be the first to seek confession from you.
Deaconess Barbara is a diligent sister. May the Anemo Archon protect her as well. If you would be so kind, please pass on the message that I will hear her confession anytime.
You could just talk to your daughter like a regular fucking dad, bro.
Could you not tell her yourself, sir?
Thank you, Dahlia.
I have thought about this as well, Deacon Dahlia. But a wind that has been away from home so long must take its time to find the flowers it once nurtured.
Oh my god, what's with dads being allergic to talking to their daughter? Please, just talk to her!
So,
She would
the first thing
appreciate
you
it.
did was to wait here at the cathedral?
I went home as soon as I could, but Jean was working overtime at the Knights' headquarters and Barbara had already gone to the cathedral, so... Anyway, you may begin, Deacon Dahlia.
Just talk to your daughters!
Bless me, Anemo Archon, for I have sinned. It has been 2 weeks since my last confession. I just lied to Deaconess Barbara, hiding the truth that Venti is in fact Barbados from her.
You can tell her the truth, you know. Barbados said so himself.
Okay, so you do know about the Venti and Barbados thing. Okay.
I actually did. But she warned me that I'd be picking every last weed from the cathedral's front lawn if I said that again. Maybe you could give it a try?
You're literally her dad. You can probably tell her.
For the sake of our bond as parent and child, perhaps it
Oh
might be
my
best if Barbados
God!
revealed that truth to the faithful in person. Anyway, Deacon Dahlia, please, continue.
5 days ago, I offended the Archon by accidentally losing to Venti in a game of Genius Invocation TCG.
Oh my god, Dahlia!
According to
You're
the
using
rules
this time
we
for
set,
this?
If he won, I would treat him to a drink. But if he lost, he'd treat himself to 2 drinks as punishment.
I am sure you upheld the virtue of honesty with regard to this rule, and ensured that Venti did so as well.
Indeed I did. Following his victory, I confessed to him right there and then, before treating him to 3 drinks.
Oh my
He
god.
absolved me, along with the others drinking nearby who were egging us on.
May he absolve us all, especially Charles. Out of any of us, he offends our Archon the most.
What do you mean? He's the one? The fuck are you talking about?
Finally, I confessed to an act of laziness that took place 7 days ago. While working alongside Sister Rosaria and Deaconess Barbara, Rosaria and I sneaked off to grab a drink.
Should you not, therefore, be confessing to day drinking as well?
No, I myself did not drink wine. Sister Rosaria drank double, and Charles served me some juice on the side.
The sin of drinking immoderately in the day, then. What about Deaconess Barbara?
She had finished plucking the weeds by the time we returned, and had already made a start on wiping the windows. I brought her some juice.
And you and Sister Rosaria observed the principle of kindness and generosity by taking the cloth from her hands, I trust?
We did. Sister Rosaria and I finished the rest together.
You know what Dahlia is? Dahlia's the middle child of like a family. And he's just like, yeah, I did all this stuff. And the dad's just like, oh my god, this fuck ass kid. Whatever, at least he's not destroying the entire location, you know?
Thank you. If word had reached Frederica that Barbara had been made to wipe all the windows in the cathedral by herself, she'd come and flip my desk right over.
Well, a shame that she's still out on her mission, so she can't come to see you right now. Anyway, that concludes my confession, Cardinal.
All right. In that case, copy the Favonian liturgy 3 times and the proverb 6. May the Anemo Archon protect you, Deacon Dahlia.
May he protect us all. That said, are you also unaware of Miss Frederica's whereabouts? I recall that you and Mr. Varka set off for Notcry together. Oh, by the way, I must also confess, I'm asking this on Deaconess Barbara's behalf.
Not the way that he said, you and Varka set up for Not Cry together and then ... Okay, okay.
Perhaps Varka might know. But considering how dangerous things were in Nod Cry, I doubt he had time to keep track of her whereabouts either. The letters we exchange mostly contain pleasantries, but it comforts me to know that she is well. I sent word of this home so Barbara knows as well.
I forget that they're divorced sometimes.
I would say that Jean would know Frederica's whereabouts best, but she shoulders a heavy responsibility. This family of ours.
I believe you need not worry, Cardinal. By the Anemo Archon's grace, the 1,000 winds that blow throughout the world shall all return to a single place.
Indeed. Any Mondstadter who leaves their windows open inviting the company of the wind shall be guided towards eventual reunion. Let the wind lead according to his blessings.
I forget that sometimes that the these two are literally the definition of separation of church and state. And their parents as well.
Now, if I may be so bold, would you hear my confession, Deacon Dahlia?
Shamus Peg confesses to Dahlia earnestly, while Dahlia also listens to Cathedral's errors. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Sorry to keep you all waiting. Would you like to go to confession as well, Miss Barbara? I believe the Cardinal will be working at the Cathedral for some time yet.
Oh, I'll be fine. My worries are quite small. Nothing worth bothering the Cardinal
Oh my god,
about.
just go talk to your dad.
Anyway, I'm off. My sister's waiting back home. I should be helping her cook.
Oh, wait! Are they hanging out? Are they, like, slowly repairing their sibling relationship?
See ya, Traveler, Paimon, Dahlia. I'll invite you all over to listen to the hymn once it's complete.
You know what? One step at a time. At least she's repairing the relationship with Jean and, like, is actually hanging out with her more. The way that guard
kinda
swerved!
Isn't the Cardinal her dad? Why does she refer to him by his title?
Well, we are standing in front of the Favonius Cathedral right now. Perhaps Miss Barbara believes that her identity as Deaconess takes precedence in this sacred place.
And what does Cardinal Shamus think?
If you were to go in and ask him right now, you'd likely get a similar answer. But in the world outside, well, I suppose all we can do is let the wind lead and trust the Anemo Archon to help us out.
This is really just like, let's ignore all of our problems and not work on it so that we can maybe deal with it in the future. Ah! Go to therapy! He looks like Luocha. It's the hair. It's giving Luocha hair, but shorter. I'm Shamus Peg, Sessional of the Church of Favonius. If there's anything you need to confess or if you need help with, I'm always here to listen. So you're in Jean and Barbara's. Yes, Jean and Deaconess Barbara are my daughters. May the Anemo Archon forgive my negligence. As their father, I should have shouldered more responsibility for them. But our Deaconess is always so incredibly diligent that she won't even let me help her out. And Jean, her temperament's perhaps too much like her mother's. So all I can do is pray to the Anemo Archon. May his grace lighten their burdens, if only by a little. You know what you can do? Help with their burdens. Ooh, wow, what a concept. Oh my god, he's pissing me off. He's pissing me off. He's pissing me off. You know what you can actively do? Help them. Wow. Anyway. It's pissing me off. Oh my god. I don't think I've seen you before. That's indeed so. I was on Grandmaster Varka's expedition. It was only recently, as the conflict in Nodcry drew to a close, that I was finally able to return to Mondstadt. All these years, the Church of Favonius has continued to function only through the diligence of our priests and sisters. Therefore, I intend to share as much of the load as I can from now on, so everyone can rest more. Meanwhile, Venti smashed at the bar. Passed out, drunk. Charles tried to wake him up. Drool all over the bar countertop.
How does it feel to be back? Frederica's not around, sure, but the Knights HQ is still a familiar sight, right?
Yes, and we have some new faces too. May the Anemo Archon watch over them.
Hey now, don't look at me. She's out on a secret mission, as you know full well. Can't tell you about it, no sir. In any case, you'd have better luck asking Jean. Oh, come on. I know acting Grandmaster's a rough gig. I mean, I'm back, aren't I? I'll help her out for sure.
Oh, for Beidou's sake. Would it kill you to sit in that office yourself, Varka?
I'm pissed off at Shamus right now, but he's right.
Jean's exhausted. She needs rest. And by that, I mean people need to force her to take some. Just look at her. You'd think she was the only person in Mondstadt without the right to drink and sleep.
The duty to drink and sleep, I think you mean.
They're both pathetic in two different ways.
Thank you for the corrections, Grandmaster. Why, if I hadn't been appointed Cardinal, I'd...
Whoa, whoa, relax. You're acting like your old adventurer self again. You know, like how you were back when you and Frederica came to Mondstadt together. Years and years spent to the Church of Favonius on her account hasn't changed your temper much, I see.
I joined the church because of the Anemo Archon's guidance.
Sure, sure. You're the Cardinal here, not me.
Barbados give me strength.
I need strength for the two of you talking.
All right, don't worry. I'll figure something out, okay? I've already asked Hertha to put out a call for recruits. And that kid Lowen's just about ready for bigger things, too. Now, all we gotta do is find a few more deputy captains, and Jean will be able to rest much easier.
I only pray that the presence of these deputy captains decreases rather than increases her workload.
Oh, they'll do great! Don't you trust me, Seamus?
No.
Anemo Archon willing.
I'm glad we're on the same page. Hardy plant that can grow vigorously even during bitter, cold winter. I do have Isolea. Non-woody stem with 2 leaves grow. I literally have all of these, I'm pretty sure. A flower resembling a candle holder that is often found in bodies of water. Aroma has a calming effect. Flower takes colors and makes natural dye. I have all of these. Oh, nocturnal blossoms are growing here as well. I'll gather some. Yoink.
You're being mean, Meta. I just want you to have fun on your adventure. Why do you have to say things like that? If you don't stop acting on every little whim, others are gonna get frustrated with you too. Who's not acting on a whim? I have my own plans too. Wow, plans, huh? Ugh, you're dismissing me again. I'm not talking to you anymore. Even if I regret it later, it'll be too late. Linnea, that was being...
As Vesta fumbles through the story of what happened, it becomes clear that it was just a typical little quarrel amongst kids.
No matter how I look at it, I wasn't the one at fault, right? Then I wasn't wrong either. Big sis Linnea.
Sometimes these things just happen. No one's really at fault, but things still don't turn out the way we want them to. Oh, it's just like the story of the 2 sisters among the Frost Moon Scions that the Nocturnal Blossom represents.
Huh? The story of 2 sisters?
Yes, I heard that there was once 2 sisters among the Frost Moon Scions. They were very different in personality, like the Nocturnal Blossom. One red, one blue. Both sisters did what they believed was right, but because of that, they went their separate ways. It's said that the younger sister never forgave her elder sister for leaving her behind, even though the elder went on to save countless lives. In the end, up until they died, the 2 never really saw each other again.
Oh, I didn't know the Frost Moon Scions had stories like that. Me neither.
I heard it from a traveling bard. Maybe there's some embellishment in it. So it's a made-up story. Well, even if the story isn't entirely true, the lesson it carries is still sound, right? Neither of them thought they were in the wrong. Both were certain their own choice was the right one, but their choices meant that they lost each other forever. If proving you're right means losing a friend, what would you choose?
Actually, a few spontaneous little detours on an adventure aren't so bad. Yeah, come to think of it, the time Meta spends adventuring with me is precious. If I keep changing my mind, we might not get to enjoy anything at all. I'll plan things better next time.
I'm glad to see you two are getting along again.
Next time Vesta and I go on an adventure, we'll bring any unusual stones we find back to Speranza.
Sounds good. Thanks in advance then. Well, I guess we go on another adventure. Also, I wonder if the reference between the red and blue also has something to do with the Colors of the World quest, but who knows? Oh, hi. Suddenly Badger. Hello. Talk to the treasure hunters. Where? The Badgers? Are the Badgers the treasure hunters? Where are we hunting? Oh, there's like actual humans here. Oh. Excuse me, have you seen a tiger-striped cat around here by any chance?
Tiger-striped cat? I don't think so. Lumi, did you notice one? Yahoo! It looks like Lumi hasn't seen it either. Did your cat go missing? Can I help you look for it? I know this area pretty well.
Hey, Juka, we don't have the spare money to hire an adventurer. Besides, it's just a silly cat. It'd end up wherever it wants.
Don't say that, Marja.
It'd be sad if it heard you. As if it could hear us. If it could, it would have come to us by now. We've been shouting for ages.
No need to pay me a commission for that. I was gonna check out the area anyway, so I'll keep an eye out while I'm at it. Let's go, Lumi. There was nothing here not long ago, and now there's so many twin leaf pitcher plants growing. Maybe some animals brought the seeds here, but I can't let them spread like this.
Ah, invasive species. You still looking? Oh, it's not here either. Maybe it's an item and not like an actual cat. Hey, you silly cat, can you hear me? We can, come out right now. If you don't, we're leaving without you. Maybe it's not even a cat at all. Perhaps the mystery was, where the hell are these plants? Oh, I'm just investigating. There's nothing here. Oh, did you get trapped in one of these plants? Is that what it is? What are we yahooing over here? Meow! Oh, it's an actual cat.
Lumi, you think it's here too?
Yahoo! The trap cat is rescued. Oh, it's an actual, like, cat.
So you're the one they've been looking for, huh? It doesn't look like you've got any injuries. But if we found you any later, who knows what could have happened.
Also, those are like, if those plants can devour a cat, I don't know. It's giving Little Shop of Horror and I don't like it.
Anyway, let's get you back to your friends first.
Found your cat. Silly cat, where on earth are you?
You found it! It got trapped in those twin leaf pitcher plants over there. They're plants, yes, but they're carnivorous and can digest moon glowflies in just a few days. Good thing we found it in time. Just a little weak now, but if we'd been any later, who knows what might have happened?
Goodness, that's dangerous. Can't blame anyone but yourself for crawling in there, silly cat.
Well, it's not really the cat's fault. These twin leaf pitcher plants give off a special scent. Humans aren't affected, but insects and other little creatures might get drawn in. That's how the plants catch their prey. There's an unusual number of pitcher plants here. Small animals are left by their presence, too.
Oh, I see. Anyway, having this many of these plants grow here is definitely not a good sign, right?
That's right. If we leave them alone, they could cause some real trouble.
All right, then we'll handle the weeding. Juka, come help too. These plants made our silly cat suffer so much. We have to return the favor. With the help of the two treasure hunters, the unusual overgrowth of the twin leaf pitcher plants in the area has finally cleared. We're done. Time to head back to Nasha Town. Thanks a lot, miss, for helping us find the silly cat. If it weren't for your help, who knows how long it'd be trapped.
Come to think of it, Marja, if you hadn't yelled so loudly earlier, we might have found it even sooner.
What are you talking about? Anyway, the more important thing is it's safe now.
Though she calls it silly cat all the time, she really does care about her companion. That's right. The important thing is it's safe. It's dangerous out there in the wilderness, so you guys have to be careful too.
Thank you. We will. Good luck with your investigation. Goodbye. A flower resembling a candle holder that is often found by bodies of water. Its aroma has a calming scent. Are we gonna run into Lauma?
Found it! Looks like it's growing quite well.
Wow, okay, nothing. Just get the plants, cool. Winter Islea, a hardy plant that can grow vigorously even in the bitter cold of winter. Wow, it was also just collecting the plants. Okay.
I can't believe it's not just the moonglow fireflies. Even cats can get eaten. Yerva. Make sure you keep a close eye on Pavlov the next time you take him for a walk.
Don't worry so much. Pavlov's a lot bigger than a cat. Besides, they're just plants. What's the worst they could do?
Devour you whole?
I remember a certain fresh-faced adventurer saying something similar, right before coming face to face with a hexadecatonic mandragora.
Hexadecatonic mandragora. Awesome!
Yeah. Oh. What are you all hollering about, huh? Paimon heard the commotion from miles away. Is this some sort of class?
Yep, it sure is. Linnea's telling us all about her recent findings.
That sounds fun. Can we sit in, even though we technically were there for the findings?
Of course. Please take a seat. Since we're on the subject of hexadecatonic mandragoras, there's another notable variety of plant that can be found near Void Sea Outlook.
You must mean Winter Icelea.
Spot on! I'm talking about Winter Icely.
We pronounced it 2 different ways. Which one is it actually?
Hey, Yerva, that's cheating. Linnea didn't even finish asking.
Sorry, I got carried away and jumped the gun. Don't worry, there'll be plenty more questions to answer. Right, Linnea?
Enough for everyone! Get your answers at the ready, and you'll all have the chance to earn yourselves a sugar sculpture.
Ooh, a sweet, sweet sugary reward! Come on, Traveler. This is our time to shine.
I won't go easy on them just because they're children. It'll be like taking candy from kids, quite literally.
Right, back to the topic at hand. There's actually an interesting story about Winter Icely. Legend has it that this plant held a deep connection to the King of Winter Icely. Now, the King of Winter Icely had a brother, whose own symbolic plant is something you should all be very familiar with. Can anyone tell me what it is?
Oh, sweet flowers, mint, midsummer berries. I don't know, but I think the answer being mint would be fucking funny.
Good thinking. Mint and Winter Icely are both green. That means cabbage must be a close relative too.
Uh-huh.
Incorrect. The correct answer is midsummer berries.
Midsummer berries? All I know is Katya and Aino both make delicious midsummer tort.
Midsummer berries are the symbol of the King of Midsummer Oak, brother to the King of Winter Icely. Legend has it that these two twins have been fighting since birth. They each take turns killing the other, only to be resurrected once more.
Oh.
Each rules their own season, with the cycle of death and rebirth continuing until the end of time.
Oh, okay, so this is like their mythos for the weather and like the seasons. Got you.
That's so sad. Despite being connected by blood. Katya once told me good relationships have nothing to do with blood. Sometimes it's precisely those connections that cause conflict to arise.
The story is about the changing of the seasons, right?
How very perceptive of you. You're right, of course. That's exactly what the scholars of Snezhnaya think the story represents. What's more, due to Winter Icely's hardiness and resistance to the cold, it's also considered to be a symbol of the Light Keepers.
Though the flower may fail.
The leaves will keep their promise. Paimon's heard that saying before.
It's a very old saying, and hardly anyone still uses it nowadays. I'm surprised you're even aware of it.
You know, we had a little world quest with the Nightingales, Orioles, you know.
We're seasoned adventurers, which means we're... What was it again? Oh yeah, well-traveled and well-read.
The Light Keepers. They're the ones who dress in black, right? Are they also hardy and resistant to the cold? But their clothes look so warm. If they really are so resistant, couldn't they wear a bit less? You've got it all muddled up. What Linnea means is that, just like Winter Icely, the Lightkeepers stand tall in the face of hardships as fierce as the icy wind.
Wonderful! Your interpretation is spot on. But let me ask, how did you arrive at that understanding?
Helga sent me a handbook, all the way from Fontaine. She told me about the language of flowers, and how all the flowers of Fontaine have their own secret meanings. I think if Wriothesley has a meaning, it must be something like unbending. Or maybe the courage to persevere until the end.
Wow, someone's clearly learning to draw inferences. Well done! And Miko, you may have approached it from a very different angle, but your sense of logic is certainly interesting.
Ooh, Miss Linnea, what about Paimon and me? What are my awful answers in Mint?
Let's see if you two can answer this next one.
Ask away! No question's too hard for the traveler.
Such confidence! In that case, I'll ask you one of my hardest. Why do nocturnal blossoms come in both red and blue?
Because roses are red. I said blue because they're man-made. Both of those are wrong. Unless it's man-made, I have no idea.
What's the answer? Nocturnal blossoms aren't the only things we've seen in Notcry that are red and blue. Come to think of it, we've seen red and blue stuff all over the place.
Stairs in the colors of the world quest that still hasn't been explained technically.
If you're asking about the one thing that stands out most about Notcry...
It must be the extraordinary power of Kuvaki.
Hey! Stop trying to explain everything away with the power of Kuvaki. There's no way the answer's gonna be as obvious as that.
Paimon, everything in Nodcry is explained with the power of Kuvaki according to the devs, okay?
You're correct!
What? Seriously?
It's common knowledge for those of us who live in Notcry, but not so much for adventurers visiting from afar. So in context, I suppose it could be considered a tricky problem? But you weren't fooled by the question at all. It looks like you're on the path to becoming a real stellar adventurer. All right, that's it for today. All the students who answered a question can have a sugar sculpture!
Huh? Wait a second! Don't tell Paimon that she's the only one who doesn't get any candy! If Paimon had known, she'd have answered more questions! Even if she'd have probably gotten them all wrong.
Paimon, you can take mine.
Don't worry, don't worry. You'll get yours too. You and the Traveler are a team, just like Lumi and me.
Isn't that wonderful, Paimon?
Well, Miss Linnea really is the best teacher ever.
Oh, okay. It gives you a badge. Oh, this Nocturnal Blossom badge is a gift from the Conch Gang. Wait, that's cute. Oh. Then I can talk to everyone.
There's another legend that claims the opposing colors of the Nocturnal Blossom represent two sisters from the Frost Moon Scions.
Do they kill each other too? I noticed that lots of stories have siblings who end up killing each other. What's up with that? We're not like that in the Conch Gang. Hey! Let Linnea finish the story, will you? I bet the sisters make up in the end. Otherwise, why would people use the Nocturnal Blossom with its two flowers joined together to represent them? I hope they make up in the end.
I'm thinking of, like, Alia, and I wonder, like... I don't remember the exact, like, history. I don't think they made up by the end of that whole story, if I remember correctly.
Linnea's always dashing off to here, there, and everywhere. But she still makes time to share her knowledge with us.
What's Homie doing in the background?
I've learned a lot from her, and I'm grateful for that.
Homie, what are you doing in the background? Can I talk to you? Or are you just gonna say, Yahoo? What are you yahooing? I can't talk to you. This is the saddest day of my life. A crystal that reflects rainbow-colored light. It is a common but high-quality forging material. Raindrop crystals. You're up, Lumi. Yeah, I know, I was doing that. I do like this, like, I don't know, menu and, like, little side thing for Linnea because it fits her character so well. I just wish Linnea was a character that came out during the beginning of Nodcry so that it can go along with the fact that we're exploring. Because, like, I feel like most people know about a lot of this stuff or how to collect this stuff anyway. But this would be fun as, like, a first character introduction. Like, we always have, like, a character that introduces to the area. I kind of wish we had that addition to this, but I don't know. That's, like, a small thing. A gem formed from resin. It glows with vivid, radiant hues. Pine amber. A crystal as pure and flawless as the moonlight. It is highly prized crafting material. Moonfall silver.
It seems like it's not starting yet. Wait for a while. The appreciation event finally begins.
This is a lot of Moonfall Silver. Do you want it? Because I don't need it for anything.
If you've ever been captivated by the iridescent glow of Moonfall Silver, join us and become a member of the Moonfall Silver Appreciation Society.
Where's Columbina? I need to talk to her.
Dorota? What are you doing here?
You wouldn't have come at a better time, Linnea. I was just telling everyone about the wonders of Moonfall Silver.
Oh, Moonfall Silver, Moonfall Silver. Is there any gem more perfect in the sublunary sphere? Look, its flawless form, its smooth, rounded texture, and that iridescent white paired with unrivaled elemental affinity. In my eyes, only the moon in the sky can compare to you.
All right, girlie.
Yeah, Moonfall Silver is a beautiful ore. I collected a few samples myself.
See, I knew you'd understand.
But still, no one understands Moonfall Silver better than I do. Even if you're an advisor to the Adventurers Guild, I'm not giving up first place that easily. Right, since you're usually the one teaching adventures, how about I test you for a change? I have 3 pieces of Moonfall Silver here. Sadly, 2 of them have minor flaws. The last one, though, that's my prized treasure, the Moonfall Silver amongst Moonfall Silvers. Can you tell which one is the most perfect? Let me see. What is Lumi doing?
Let me think again. Lumi seems to like this one. Me too, buddy. That was funny. Middle, sure.
I'll go with this one. So you feel it too, don't you? That irresistible pull only something truly perfect can have.
Linnea ends up taking part in Dotora's Moonfall Silver Appreciation event and had a really lovely time.
Wow, didn't expect everyone to be so enthusiastic. It's a shame moments like this never seem to last. All right, time to pack up and head back. Let me help you. Oh, that'd be nice, thanks.
Can I collect all of them?
We didn't miss any, right? Nope, everything's just right. I saw you making those fun patterns in the ground with Moonfall Silvers. Yeah, it took quite a bit of effort, but I think it really helped to spark everyone's love for the Moonfall Silver. Speaking of which, I heard that there's a folktale from Natlan. It's about a girl who originally lived amongst the stars. When she fell to the earth, she left huge drawings on the ground in her effort to return to the sky.
I want to say it's the tale of Kolar and Ikuku, but don't quote me on that one. It is one of the readables.
In the end, her father, the sun up in the heavens, saw her request and brought her back. And also because her husband, I think, was a dick, or is that a different book? I don't remember. Maybe he'd see the patterns you made and become a fan of Moonfall Silver too. If that's the case, then I'd be the ultimate Moonfall Silver ambassador. But compared to that, I'm still more worried about getting noticed by birds from above. You know, crows and all. They really like shiny things too. True, and besides crows, we've also got to watch out for sniffer moles and weasel thieves on the ground. And Lumi too! Right, and Lumi too. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, thanks for helping out earlier, even though it's just a small portion of my collection. Here, take them. Consider it a gift for Lumi. Today's a really lucky day, isn't it, Lumi? Yahoo!
Icy Pebble, a type of small rock that is commonly found in coastal areas. Its unique shape has inspired many legends.
There are quite a few icy pebbles out here. I should go take a look. Is that Aoni? Should I go say hello first?
I'll let y'all do your thing, and I'm gonna collect all these pebbles first. During my years at sea, I once heard a calling from nowhere. The others didn't react at all, but I was captivated almost instantly. That is a siren, and you were about to die.
It must have been a voice from another world. I heard it too.
Only later did I realize that call carried with it every dream that never made it to the far shore. You might even call it a gathering of regrets.
You should bring an icy pebble with you. Look through the hole at its center and you'll see who's been calling out to you.
But back then, I was still a hot-headed young fool. Even danger looks like an opportunity for me, so I charged straight in without a second thought.
They say the hole at the center of the icy pebble is a gateway to another world. But how exactly are you supposed to cross through it?
And after that, the sea and its raging winds took everything from me. My wealth, my honor, and even my family. Adventures driven by ambition and desire never end well.
Ah, it's stuck.
Girl, you stuck. That's a big-ass fucking ice pebble, but like, girl.
Let me help you get it off. And next time, try not to do that again, okay? It's stuck. It's stuck. Linnea, what brings you back here? I've been collecting icy pebbles nearby. I saw you chatting and I thought I'd come to say hello. Oh, maybe you could really use an icy pebble to open up a gateway to another world, Linnea. If anyone could pull it off, it would be you. Even I can't do that. Didn't I tell you before? That's just a folktale people stitch together. There's no solid evidence behind it.
Ugh, looks like this isn't gonna work.
Oh, so you were listening.
No, I'm not the person I used to be anymore. These days, I'm content with what I have, and I want nothing else.
What a pity. Then I'll help you collect icy pebbles too, Linnea. Thank you, but I've already gathered everything I need. All right then, I'll head to Molly Valley to see Grandpa Molly and the others. See you later.
And you're just here brooding the whole time. Okay, cool. Oh, this calm stretch of sea. It's the final resting place for wanderers like us. Bro's having a time, and Gruz is like, let me stick hole through Pebble.
I should head to Molly Valley to find Grandpa Molly and the others. Later!
Wow, Speranza's busy today. What's everyone chatting about?
We're trying to decide what the most beautiful rock in Nodcry is. My vote goes to Moonfall Silver.
Since Aoni's not here, I'll go for icy pebbles on her behalf.
Then I nominate Rainbow Drop Crystals. They come in loads of colors, and you can even make weapons with them. They're way more useful than Moonfall Silver and Icy Pebbles.
Weren't you deciding on the most beautiful rock?
Well, I don't think a rock that just looks good but doesn't do anything can really be considered beautiful.
The, gem industry would like to say otherwise?
Actually, Moonfall Silver has quite a few uses too. Although they're certainly not as common in daily life as those of Rainbow Drop Crystals. As it happens, during my investigation, I came across some interesting stories about clothes woven from Moonfall Silver.
There are, like, fabrics, I think, that are woven from rocks. Like, I know there's, like, stuff that you can make to, like, grind rocks into, like a cloth consistency, or, like a softer consistency. Like, rock wool for, like, housing insulation is rocks ground up into tiny shreds that is used for a lot of, like, both insulation and both, like, for voice acting panels as well, so that you can, like, muddle the sounds of stuff. So, it's possible! Although, I would kind of low-key want to see, like, a rock or, like, a gem. I don't know if gems can be woven into clothing because of its, like, structural integrity, but that'd be kind of cool if you were able to do it. It'd probably be expensive as hell.
Huh? No way. You can weave clothes out of rocks?
So you find it hard to believe too? Well then, you'd best sit up straight and listen close.
Clothes made of Moonfall Silver? Oh, Paimon's super curious too. Come on, Traveler. Let's stick around to hear this.
I'm curious if it would keep the reflective properties of Moonfall Silver, but I doubt it.
Once upon a time, there was a Fey governor in Nodcry who was obsessed with rare trinkets and had a passion for dressing up.
Ah, I see Lumi is our Fey governor.
This governor's advisors worked day and night, desperately struggling to find new and exotic clothes for their master.
Oh, wait, is this the Emperor Has No Clothes book? That's probably what it is. But at the same time, I'm just like, Emperor from, like, the Pale Starborn book?
Then one day, a young tailor dressed in black came calling. He claimed to have inherited the mysterious techniques of the Golden Realm, and that he could spin crystals that glow like the silver moon into thread for weaving clothes. The governor was overjoyed. He promised to pay the young man handsomely if he would stay and make him clothes. The young tailor requested a vast quantity of moonfall silver be delivered to his workshop, and demanded that no one disturb him while he worked. Naturally, the governor agreed. When the scheduled time arrived, the governor found the workshop completely empty, with neither moonfall silver nor any clothing to be seen. Having eagerly anticipated his new clothes, he hurriedly asked, "Where did all the moonfall silver go? And where are the clothes you promised?" The young tailor raised his hands, and, as if he were shaking out a piece of fabric, said, "See? I took the moonfall silver you sent me and wove it into this gown, as pure as moonlight itself. Too pure, in fact, for a fool or an unremarkable man to even perceive." The governor asked his advisor how the gown appeared to him, to which the advisor responded by saying it was the most magnificent gown he had ever seen, just like real moonlight woven and given form. The governor could not see a thing, but unwilling to admit he was either a fool or unremarkable, he did as the tailor bade and put on the moonlight gown. To show off his extraordinary new gown, the governor decided to parade it and himself along the busiest street in town. But as he did so, he heard a child with a conscience belt shout out,
The governor isn't wearing any clothes!
"It seems like our Miko has guessed how this story ends."
The tailor was a cheat. There are people like that in Nasha Town, too. I heard about this one lady from Sumeru who schemed a whole bunch of folks.
I wonder who that is. What happened to the Moonfall Silver?
Good question. According to the story, the young tailor was none other than Reed Miller in disguise.
Ah, everything goes back to Reed Miller because everything can be Reed Miller.
He traded the moonfall silver he took from the governor for Mora and gave it to the poor townsfolk. While the governor was parading himself through town, Reed Miller was enjoying the show from a nearby rooftop.
He really got around, huh? I've already lost count of the number of stories he's popped up in.
I mean, which one of the 3 technical Reed Millers that, like, is this like an actual Reed Miller, right? Or is it someone claiming to be Reed Miller? Because I feel like there's, oh god, if I remember correctly, there's supposed to be 3 Reed Millers that, like, actually took up the mantle, but then there were a bunch of other people that were just claiming to be Reed Miller to, like, gain notoriety.
But if he was lying about the whole thing, then doesn't that mean there were never any clothes made from moonfall silver to begin with?
I believe there were, but the art of weaving them has been lost. But the only evidence now surviving in folk stories, the tale of the fisherman and the beast, also mentions a moonlight gown. But Miko and Maisie are still too young for that one, so I'm afraid it'll have to wait.
Huh? No fair.
You sure know a lot of weird and wonderful stories, Miss Linnea.
I have a lot of travel knowledge to share too.
Indeed! I'm sure you've noticed by now. The world is so vast, with so many secrets yet to discover.
Linnea walking up to the person who is the traveler, but I'm pretty sure this is a, hey, there are things to explore in this world, like, directly in the camera type moment.
Even the things we think we know may well have unfamiliar backstories, like Moonfall Silver.
And Reed Miller.
The same goes for Rainbow Drop crystals, in fact. Each region of Teyvat has its own unique minerals, and just like people from different nations have different customs, rocks from different places have their own distinct characteristics too.
And Inazuma one is a pain in the ass to farm. I hate looking for those ones.
If you have the patience to listen, you may discover that even silent crystals begin to talk, sharing the stories they have etched into their memories.
If I had a nickel for a character that said, the rocks are talking to me, I would have 2 Nicoles.
And not just minerals. Life forms, both ancient and new, are beautiful and unique. This world is filled with stories and mysteries of all shapes and sizes. In the instant when a mystery is touched by the light of understanding, countless new possibilities reveal themselves, and the whole world opens up. Sorry, I'm getting a little carried away.
Linnea gets like this when she's talking about things she's interested in.
We can tell.
If we ask Miss Linnea what the most beautiful rock in Nagcry is, she's certain to say, every rock is beautiful in its own way.
So it's probably better if we ask you two to cast your votes.
The most beautiful rock. What do you think, Traveler?
Ooh, I personally... Wait, you can pick Louise hat! I would personally actually pick Rainbow Drop Crystals just because I like the color of it. But I want to pick Louise hat.
Yeah. Oh. Well, Paimon guesses it does look a bit like a rock. And it sure is pretty.
What about you, Linnea? If you had to choose only one rock that was the most beautiful.
You just said that she would say that every rock is beautiful, so I don't know why you're asking.
How about we end today's lecture here?
Right, that's what I expected.
Whoa. Miss Linnea is trying to dodge the question.
Why don't we invite the Adventurers Guild to host a geological beauty pageant in Nasha Town?
If that happens, we'll need to find a way to ban Dorota from attending.
Yeah. If she's there, she'll do whatever it takes to make Moonfall Silver win. But you can't just ban people from taking part. Of course you'd say that. You're on Team Moonfall Silver.
Aw, this badge is kind of cute. All right, last one. Animals Investigation Lecture Special. Capybara badge. Yes! Okay, a badger species with long, stylish capes and excellent hunting skills. The chic badger. Found it! Electro is really obvious. It's literally right here. Right, I forgot. She has the net mechanic. I wonder if Electro caused by any of the first effects. And then I can't read the rest of the dialogue. A freshwater amphibian that spits out pearls. It's mostly found near where clear water is. Oh, the most useless item drop in existence. You would think someone would end up using loach pearls, but no one has. Worthy of the name Golden Loach indeed. This herbivore, which dwells by the water, is famous for its mild temperament. I warned you more than once. Keep your eyes open. This is a premium stock personally requested by repeat clients in Snezhnograd. Can you just let it go? Have you gone soft on me? Why'd you suddenly grow a conscience or what? Boss, listen. It's really not my fault. Those hilichurls. Hilichurls? Using that as an excuse? Keep this up and you'll make a joke out of the treasure hoarder brand. I couldn't handle them, boss. I really couldn't. The blue one and his green friend hit harder than those ancients. These two, they're definitely smugglers. Who's there? Easy, Lumi, not yet. What's this? A rare find. Hey, you can handle a little girl, yeah? This looks solid enough. Let's swap it in and call it a day. Yes, boss. You have the nerve to go after Lumi now? You're the reason the treasure hoarder's reputation is in the gutter. Reputation? The treasure hoarders have a... What now? Stop wasting your breath on her. You should count yourselves lucky that was me ran into.
Go, Lumi!
And you're stuck with my actual good team.
Without further ado,
They fled in a panic. Pathetic. The smuggled capybara isn't here. Could this have something to do with the hilichurls? Let's see if we can find any clues nearby. Oh, so the silver capybara really exists. Wait, why is it in a pot? Oh! Oh, well,
Go get him, maiden.
we'll help you. It's
Be
fine.
cleansed. Divine light, shield them.
So, how you doing there, buddy?
It really is a silver capybara. No dye, no trick of the light. This is so incredibly rare. Absolutely astonishing. I searched all over Natlan and never managed to find one. Turns out it got snatched by smugglers. But it doesn't seem hurt. A silver capybara. Never imagined I get to see one with my own eyes. Let me feel it for a moment. See if the silver one feels any different from the ordinary ones. Boop. Ouch! It's burning hot! I almost forgot. You're still in the pot! Could it be that you've grown used to Natlan's liquid phlogiston, so the temperature barely phases you? Anyway, you're coming back with me for now. Boop.
It's just standing there. Menacingly.
I better let Miko and the others see this little wonder before sending it back.
A massive marine mammal that is friendly towards humans, the frostfin whale.
Looks like today's not our lucky day. We've been waiting so long and haven't even spawned a single ordinary frostfin whale. Maybe we should call it a day and head back. There'll be other chances. But you're only back for a short while you leave for the other places again, right? Let's wait a bit longer then.
Wait, Helka, is that you?
Linnea! Yes, I'm back. But my archive isn't quite complete yet, so our showdown will have to wait. Oh, so the trip was fruitful then. I haven't been idle either. I added quite a bit to my own records. Did you come to see the frostfin whale too? Yes, I heard it was only discovered recently. Considering its size, I suspect environmental changes caused the shift in its skin color. Like the concentration of Kuvaki in the area, for example. It's a shame, but we probably won't see it today. We waited for so long and we got nothing to show for it. Linnea, back me up here. Let's just call it a day and head back, Macy. I'm fine. I feel better than usual since I woke up this morning. Let's wait a little longer. I heard that anyone who sees the frostfin whale can have their wish come true, so it's supposed to bring good luck, right? I hope you can take the luck it brings with you on your next journey, Helka. But let's wait together then. Linnea! Don't worry, I have a feeling we're gonna see that frostfin whale today. You know how it is, Helka. My instincts are always right. All right. Then we'll wait a little longer, but just a little, okay?
A while later. Is the camera pointed backwards? Ooh!
Look! Wow, it jumped so high! I wish I could swim that fast, too. Swimming with them must be so much fun. Let's jump in now. Hey, that's too dangerous. Geez, nothing changed while I was away. You're still as reckless as ever. What? You don't want to play with them too? They're having so much fun. But if your clothes get wet, you might catch a cold. Why not stay on shore and use the camera to capture them having fun? Makes sense. Then I'll borrow Helka's camera for a bit.
Whale! Oh, am I supposed to get this specific one? Whale!
That was a great shot!
Aw, it's so cute.
Feeling satisfied now? Whether the legend's true or not, I hope that wherever you go, Helka, luck will see you through any danger and bring you back to Speranza, safe and sound. Thanks. Shall we head back then? Thanks so much, Linnea. See you at Speranza! See you there.
As shiny as Mora, the golden Loach King of the Lochi world.
The Lochi world? Mora? There's Mora?
And Did Paimon just hear someone say something about gold?
You sure did. I discovered this uniquely colored golden loach while exploring a
It looks
forest.
so proud of
It was
itself.
the only one in the area with such a distinctive color. It's thriving now, and I've had a doctor who knows about animals take a look.
Eva?
The color doesn't seem to be caused by anything pathological.
Why does it look so different?
You can't just ask that, Paimon, because it's special.
It could be any number of things. Habitat, environment, the characteristics of the water it lives in, climate, even its diet. But if you're asking me to pin it down to one specific reason, I'm afraid I just don't know.
And not knowing doesn't bother you?
Why would it? It's such a rare phenomenon, I'm incredibly lucky just to have witnessed it. Being able to document my discovery, draw inferences, and make conjectures is more than enough for me.
It's just like a pink frostfin whale. They say, if you get the chance to see a pink frostfin whale, your wishes will come true. But they're super duper rare. Even so, we saw one once, when we were with Linnea. I think it was because she brought us good luck.
Wow! We should go look for one too! Oh, Paimon has so many wishes. Which one should the whale grant first?
Do different colors really give them mystical powers?
It's probably just wishful thinking.
So, pink whales don't have mystical powers?
No, but whales have the power to buy their way to getting characters, if that counts as a different type of whale.
Well, there are some examples of some creatures with special colors possessing unique abilities. But the frostfin whale we saw probably wasn't one of them. If people were just making wishes, that would be one thing. I'm just worried someone might hurt it because they believe those fanciful stories.
Huh? Would people really do that?
Yes, Paimon.
I know this one. Katya told me that some really nasty treasure hunters hunt animals with unusual colors to sell them to collectors.
That's right. There was a time when animals from Natland were highly prized on the black market. Live specimens in particular. But bones and furs would also fetch a high price. Some merchants looking to sell their smuggled goods at inflated prices would even go so far as to process and alter them, packaging them as some kind of fantasy product before selling them to customers. There was a case I heard where poachers removed the feet from cuckoosaurs to make them more aesthetically pleasing and easier to transport. Collectors who'd never seen a cuckoosaurus before actually thought they were naturally legless, spending their entire lives soaring through the sky, living off wind and dew, like some kind of marvel of nature. Their reckless pursuit of the exotic only fueled the poachers' wickedness. They created a whole smuggling network born from greed and deceit, causing untold harm and suffering.
Yahoo!
In a sea of evil deeds, even a relatively minor act, such as dyeing a creature to change its color, is still wrong.
So, should we give that silver capybara a bath? Was it also dyed this color by nasty poachers?
I don't think that'll be necessary. When I found it, it was taking a soak in a hilly churl's cooking pot. Maybe it thought it was a hot spring? There can't be that many born with fur like that. It's probably why the smugglers took it.
Paimon can totally imagine what it must have looked like in that cooking pot.
Right? Despite its unique color, it still has the same nature and temperament as other capybaras.
Come to think of it, we caught a white weasel thief once before too.
The Mora thief! What happened to it in the end?
We let it go. Hopefully it's learned its lesson and won't go near any more Fatui research facilities.
Who knows about that?
Unlike our capybara friend, its change in color must be an acquired trait. Perhaps a result of being exposed to such high concentrations of Kuvaki.
Everything is explained by Kuvaki.
That makes sense. When Paimon thinks about it like that, it seems being unique isn't always a good thing.
This is certainly a statement to take out of that, but sure.
Thinking about how some creatures might suffer because they're different, or that the only reason they're different is that something bad happened to make them that way.
It might sound a little selfish, but if Lumi wasn't such a special little Jack Frost, we might never have become partners to begin with.
Yahoo! Yahoo!
It doesn't seem to mind.
So, it's not always a bad thing either?
If being different brought the two of you together, then of course it's a good thing.
I remember Helka mentioning a saying from Layaway in one of her letters. Something about blessings and misfortune.
Every misfortune conceals a blessing,
And every blessing hides misfortune. That's the one. By the way, Miss Linnea, you're being awfully quiet. Where's all that teacher energy gone?
I think she's just reminiscing.
I never thought I'd see the day when you'd be calling me out, Miko.
Well, you were once part of the Conch Gang too, Miss Linnea. Anyway, why don't we just drop all this deep stuff for today? And you can tell us about the Volkodlok.
Oh, you should tell me too, because I want to know. Because they're a very specific type of fae.
Are they really that strong? How do they compare to Snegovic and Leshy?
There are many fascinating stories about the Volkodlok that I could tell you. But they'll have to wait for next time.
No! Yeah, not them going, you have to wait for Snezhnaya to get it. We already have it in a book. Just tell me.
Ugh, not next time again. All right, but you'd better remember.
I love the face of this whale. It's so cute. Ta-da!
Sorry for making you sit through that.
Don't be. I learned quite a few things today, too.
Seriously? That's wonderful!
Where'd Lumi go? Lumi! Oh. Lumi's just... Yahoo!
Hey, I just realized something. You all went to see that frostfin whale without me. You were the one who overslept. Huh?
Good job.
In that case, make sure to wake me up next time.
Aw, this is a very cute quest. I'm glad you get to, like, have little decorations, too. Oh, so it changes eyes. Oh, I thought all three of them would be there at once. Oh. And then I could choose the bat. I like the capybara. I feel like a lot of people are going to have this combination of the capybara and the new eyes, I suppose. That's cute. Lumi, you have new eyes. Congratulations. Mamere Seymour. I'll literally cry. Where are they painting a whale? Stop. Wait, they're painting the purple whale. I'll sob in a ditch. I'll sob in a ditch right now. Ah! Huh? Is that a Melusine? Oh, a real Melusine! Oh, such a tiny, adorable little Melusine. Who are you? May I touch you? I've always wondered what a Melusine like you feels like. Something so cute and so clever. Are you smooth or soft? Maybe fluffy? Don't be scared. I just want to give you a little... Please mind your conduct, miss, and refrain from any actions that may violate the statutes. Miss Mamere is a citizen of Fontaine. Unauthorized physical contact may lead to a misunderstanding and could carry serious legal consequences, including imprisonment for over 3 years and permanent prohibition from entry. I forgot if I gave Seymour a British accent or not. I'm gonna pretend I did because I feel like he would have a British accent. A machine that moves and talks? My apologies. She was just too adorable. I got carried away. My name's Linnea, and I'm an advisor working for the Adventurers Guild. And I promise I'm not a weirdo. Linnea, maybe don't go up to a Melusine and be like, can I touch you? maybe first step. Negative. Individuals engaging in suspicious behavior often insist they are not a weirdo. This is a basic principle of deductive reasoning, Miss Linnea. You shouldn't go around calling people weirdos, Seymour. The small fairy lady has some pretty colors. She's not like Father, but she feels warm and looks nice. That means she's not a weirdo. Negative. With the exception of purple, coloration generally bears no relation to one's moral alignment. I love that Seymour's the one pointing this out. Abyss purple? This is a basic principle of deductive reasoning, Miss Mamere. I wasn't talking about the color of people's clothes, Seymour. Huh? Why is purple an exception? Well, hello, Linnea. My name's Mamere. I'm a traveling painter from Fontaine.
This is Seymour. He's a good friend of mine. I didn't expect to meet anyone else here. Are you here to gather inspiration too?
Gather inspiration? Let me think. I suppose adding new entries to my archive counts, right? Nea tells Mimere about the pink frostfin whale. And maybe Maisie was right after all. That frostfin whale really does bring good luck. I even got to meet an adorable Melusine.
Please mind your conduct, miss, and refrain from any actions that may violate the statutes.
I know! I won't touch anything without permission.
I see. Do you like animals, Linnea?
Absolutely! If only I could swim as fast as a Melusine. Those frostfin whales looked like they were having so much fun. I want to play with them too.
And I'll give you this painting to you, Linnea.
Wait, that's so sweet.
It can't help you swim faster, but if you hang it in your room, maybe you'll feel like you're playing with the frostfin whales.
I love a bear. Ah!
Oh, thank you! It's beautiful! When I get back, I'll show it to everyone in Speranza for sure!
Stop! Oh, you get it as a little teapot item. Oh! There's Doodle. A drawing Mimere left behind during her journey, depicting a rare moment when a pink frostfin whale said to bring good fortune leaps from the sea. At first glance, it might seem no different from the carefree doodles of the Conch Gang's children. Upon closer inspection, well, they really aren't any different. But Mimere, this brand new style, which notably eludes even the 103,900 famous styles cataloged by Seymour, is a happy one that her friends can understand. And for that reason alone, it is the most precious and beautiful art style of all. Just as a few people ever glimpse a pink frostfin whale, there will always be those who wish to bring good fortune to someone important to them. Stop, that is so cute. Ah! Oh, I'm so glad we get to see Mimere again. Oh, I love this quest. It made me so happy I got Linnea. Literally, just getting this alone and having Mimere as a part of this quest line. Already such a valid reason to pull Linnea. The role of a god? Fulfill her duty. She definitely won't allow you to work for free. If you want to find Nicole, head to the mage's tea party spot just outside of Mondstadt. What are we doing there, actually? Oh, Barbie!
Leaving already?
Hey!
Barbie! Aren't you forgetting something? Like a whole bunch of stuff you were supposed to give?
Barbie just disappears as soon as we come in. Hello? Rude.
Me?
Oh, is it a bad time? Maybe we should come back later.
Nonsense. Your arrival is more or less in line with Barbie's prophecy. Though, to be honest, I did think you'd be here a little later. Anyway, before we get down to business, it might be best if you two have something to eat.
I am hungry. Did Barvaleth's prophecy say we'd be hungry? Is hunger something that can be prophesied too? I think that's just a pattern recognition thing. And it's very obvious to tell with Paimon.
No, of course not. But my hearing happens to be quite sharp. And I heard Paimon's stomach rumbling a mile away.
Oh, that's Paimon's normal state. Like, there's always a low hum anywhere we walk around with Paimon. That's usually Paimon's stomach growling because she's always hungry. She is the Eon of veracity.
Whoa! Paimon's stomach is rumbling for two! We must both be super famished.
How was I supposed to know that place would run out of steak? We ate all that salad, but it felt like a bowl of green air. Well, actually, isn't salad supposed to be more filling usually because of satiety?
Don't you worry about that. I've got plenty of cookies and cake. And as you know, nothing bad ever happened to hungry travelers who accepted food from a witch.
Have we read Hansel and Gretel? You and Paimon munch happily on cookies and cake while gulping down tea. Strangely, no matter how much you eat or drink, the teapot remains half full and there's always a fresh cookie and slice of cake on your plates.
Oh, Paimon's so full. No matter how much she puts in her tummy, there's always more on her plate.
Is this what mages' tea parties are like? We'll have to bring Varessa next time!
Is she the champion eater from Natlan's Collective of Plenty? Alice mentioned her to me once. Apparently, she's a fascinating young lady.
Also, I feel like even though Varessa eats a lot, it's usually fairly healthy and like protein based. I don't know how much protein you're gonna get out of cookies and cake.
I imagine if she were to attend one of our parties, we'd need to set out 3, maybe even 7 plates.
Paimon really can't eat anymore. She's coming apart at the seams. Can we get down to business now? Oh, well, sorry.
All right. I gather you're here to deliver my homework. The one that Barbie prophesized?
You knew all along, so just now Barbaloth was.
Nothing of the sort. We were discussing something completely different. The moon's massive shift has knocked her hydromancy out of whack. So she needs to head back for a while to undergo a period of silent meditation.
I wonder how Mona's doing.
While she's away, I'll be taking over responsibility for everyone's homework. I also plan to help her add the next round of homework to the dictionary.
Oh, that's why we got the thing where it's just like, I see a vision, and it's Barbie and it's like a bunch of like different characters with like Qiqi and Rio and Miko.
Huh. You can just swap the person in charge like that?
Add D-Luke buff, please. Anyway, well, if anyone can do it, it's Nicole.
Not like I had much choice. Before Barbie and Alice even told me about it, they'd already inscribed my special homework in the dictionary.
You can add D-Luke. See, you have the teacup. It's the same one that's in his house.
As much as I'd like to erase the whole thing and keep on casually observing the world, Alice is busy maintaining Teyvat's borders, and Barbie is off realigning her hydromancy. Octavia didn't bother to come back.
Octavia hasn't been back in a while.
You can forget about Rhindaughter.
Oh yeah, she's
The other
doing
mages
things.
all have their own affairs to attend to, so the duty of supervising this homework has fallen to me.
I didn't realize the Heckin Circle was so busy. Now that you mention it, there's quite a lot of you.
There really are. I don't even know how long it's been since we all got together to make this a proper tea party.
How long does the border need to recover? Listen, Alice just looking out for her husband. That's probably what it is.
In any case, as long as I finish my homework, my story will be officially inscribed in the dictionary. After that, I'll be able to go back to observing and guiding. So, Traveler, Paimon, it's time to deliver your message. What's my homework? Oh, and since this doesn't count as a prophecy, just something Barbie and Alice came up with 10 minutes ago, there probably isn't any useful information to be found in that dictionary you're carrying.
You're right, Nicole. We had a look before coming over, and there aren't any detailed instructions at all. There's only these 2 sentences.
Nicole will fulfill her duty. She definitely won't allow you to work for free. That's all there is.
All right. That first sentence was clearly written by Barbie, but I bet my bottom more it was Alice who added the second. Anyway, let's get cracking on this homework. Just let me think. Where should we begin?
Hold on, you actually understood what they want you to do? I didn't understand a word of it.
Huh? Oh, Barbie gave me a rundown of my tasks just now. Basically, I just need to go to a few homework locations, make sure everything's up to scratch, and conduct some field work.
So a fetch quest.
Wait a minute. Paimon thought she was giving you a prophecy. How does a rundown count as a prophecy?
Well, you see, I naturally view anything Barbie says to me as some sort of prophecy. Besides, when Barbie wrote this homework of mine, all she actually did was flip straight to the final page of my story and tell me the ending in advance.
What the fuck, Barbie? Isn't that a massive spoiler? Does this mean I came here for nothing?
You make a fair point. But then, what's the difference between a prophecy and a spoiler anyway?
One is more mysterious!
All
At least
right,
one of them leaves you
enough
guessing.
blabbling. Come on, follow me. We're going to... Yes. That seems like as good a place as any.
Just like that? Hold on. How are we supposed to get the...
We can just do that. Okay, cool. In the blink of an eye, you find yourself standing at the edge of a cliff and also being flashbanged at the same time, and then you fall off the cliff, die, and then that's the end of Genshin
right.
Impact 1.
We're here! This city court has some really great views, don't you think? See that spot over there? That's the starting point.
So we're back here again. Issaroth, I need to have a word with you. Sealy cord, did you just use it to...
Did I use it to get us here faster? You bet I did! These Sealy cords are connected to the ley lines, and nobody really uses them. They're very handy when it comes to traveling about. Besides, the Sealy and I used to be angels, so we're old colleagues. I'm sure they won't mind me borrowing their homes every once in a while.
Hey, isn't this... Venti and I once performed a duet on that island in the distance.
Yes, I read about that in the dictionary. Based on how it ended, you and Lord Barbados must have played quite a beautiful tune. Such a shame that Barbie couldn't hear a single note.
Wait, so Barbie couldn't hear us at all? Even though Venti can tell that, like, Barbie's watching, she can't hear anything?
When Alice heard about it, she laughed so hard her hat nearly fell off. How about we head to the next location? Which should be...
Is this Wolvendam? Doesn't seem like the best place for doing homework.
This is the nearest Sealy court to where we're going. Don't worry, we're not far from the starting point.
Andreas? There's a wolf. Where is Razor?
Whoa! Where did all those wolves jump out from? Hey! We're not here to hurt you! We're friends with Razor!
I still can't believe they added wolves to Wolvendom after Nodcry came into existence. Oh, there they go. Hey, isn't this... Razor and I once fought here together.
That's right. That child already claimed victory in the battle he was destined to fight. As long as he stands beside his Lupercal, I believe he can overcome any foe. I'm sure his Lupercal feels the same way too. All right, that's about it for this place. I could do with a good rest. Come on, let's go. Time to head back for a cup of...
Why is there a door?
Whoa! When did this door appear?
Last time I checked, this was not Plan Arcadia. There's a note stuck to it. The style, it feels familiar.
This looks like Alice's handwriting. Let's take a look.
Oh, gee, I wonder how it could be Alice's handwriting. It definitely couldn't be the Dodoko in the corner.
Thanks for your help with the homework. Now hurry home and have a hot cup of tea. P.S. There is a surprise waiting behind this door. Hurry home? Wait a second. Why does this door look so familiar? There's no way it could lead to...
Conria. Nicole pushes the door open, then strides through purposefully as... Oh, wait, no, it's going to go to a witch's lodge, but I wanted it to be Conria. It'd be funny.
Somewhere new? Hey, isn't this...
Oh, wait, Imaginarium Theater? Hold on, over there. There's a huge Sealy cord in here. Was I always there? I don't remember this.
No wonder Alice wanted to borrow the lodge
Oh, wait, no,
key.
this is the lodge.
She said she wanted to set up a tea room, even though I told her I already had one.
So this is a gift from Alice? But why would she give you a Sealy cord?
It symbolizes the completion of guidance, the end of a journey, and the fulfillment of prophecy. You've followed Sealy before, right? Only when a Sealy returns to its Sealy court does its guidance come to an end. So, to give this unwelcome homework a clear conclusion, Barbie and Alice must have built a Sealy court right here. This is the only way for my story to be inscribed among everyone else's without interfering with their own homework.
But you're not a Sealy, are you? You're still an angel, and the Sealys were angels.
Well, we're not all that different. Once upon a time, we were all angels after all. But that doesn't really matter. What's important is what it symbolizes.
It's just a nice gift.
It's like writing a novel. As long as the main outline is there, there'll always be a way to flesh out the details, so the pieces fall into place. As long as I take my seat, this homework of mine will be officially over. It's a nice touch, but it feels like the ending to a story written on the fly. If Anya were here, I'm sure she'd have come up with something more clever.
I see. And here was me thinking it would end with a treasure chest.
Don't you worry. That's an essential element as well.
I actually really like this design too, because it has the gold wings. And it has extra gold wings.
Hey, a treasure chest!
I love that they voiced this and nothing
Now
else.
this homework's starting to make sense.
So this is what it feels like when the pieces all fall into place. Guess the outline really is key.
What did I tell you? It seems like this has been a fruitful little excursion after all. And it seems my story has been formally inscribed in the dictionary. Which means that today's homework ends here, and also that there'll be a formal tutor to provide guidance on all future assignments.
Will there be more chests for those assignments too?
Well, that depends on what assignments are assigned. Personally, I'd love nothing more than to bury chests for people to find by completing their homework. I'd leave clues and watch them enjoy a merry little treasure hunt. Now that would be fun. But Barbie's been keeping a close eye on me, so I'm not sure I'll get the chance. Anyway, my guidance doesn't end until you open that chest. For the sake of the dictionary, can you please see what's inside?
She's just gonna sit there? Okay, well, if I try to leave, the lock won't budge at all. Perhaps you should open Nicole's treasure chest first. They really said, any quest with Nicole, you're going to get stuck here. Also, I missed her voice line. I'm so sad. What if I don't want to?
Anyway.
Will you say the voice line if I do it again? No. Ah, I missed the voice line. Damn! Is there an extra thing? No. Okay, that's the same. Man, she really is just like, please open the chest or else. Man. Oh, but the chest stays here. Interesting. I'll leave now. Leave the room. Leave. I forgot we started in Woven. Prune. Of what is contested. Inside the witch's dictionary, you discover a rather infantile declaration of war.
Huh. Prune's assignment doesn't look much like homework. More like a declaration of war.
Is that a gun?
Little witch hunter, have you found a way to defeat me yet? Shout your coolest challenge from the rooftops and prepare to bow down before the Dodo King. Huh. Paimon will bet $1 million more that Alice wrote this. If it wasn't for the part about a witch hunter, Paimon would have thought this was written for Qiqi. Prune isn't exactly Alice's biggest fan. Paimon can see her really blowing her top over a challenge like this.
Alice clearly knows what she's doing.
Should we try to tone things down a bit when we tell Prune?
I think she can take it.
Tell me what? Let me see.
Well, too late.
Ah! Don't sneak up on Paimon like that. Fine. But you've got to promise to keep it cool, okay?
She's gonna freak out. Let's be so real. She's gonna see the thing for Alice and she's gonna blow up.
Oh, boring.
Really?
Huh? You're not mad? I'm used to her childish little games. She likes to act mysterious, but it's all just cheap tricks. Who shouts a challenge from the rooftops anyway? People walking past would look at me like I'm crazy. I'm not falling for that. I might as well stand in the middle of the street shouting, "Look at me! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot!
Oh my god. Alice, you're so vile for that.
Hey! Why's my voice coming from over there?
Huh? What was that? You're an idiot?
Oh,
You can
you're
say that
so
again.
vile for this.
Hello, an idiot. Nice to meet you. Did you lose a bet or something?
Sounds like a prank to me. Some dumb kid must have got tricked.
I love it's the rational pacify that got that.
No!
Oh. Well, that was a perfectly good phonograph.
I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot!
Oh my god. Alice, I thought we weren't trying to traumatize this child?
Calm down, Prune. There's no need for violence.
Pull it together, Prune. We're surrounded by photographs.
Hello, everyone. Well, I wasn't expecting a challenge like that.
Yeah.
Certainly a novel approach. Anyway, congratulations on successfully activating your witch's homework challenge.
Alice. How many nickels would we get for Alice traumatizing a random child? Because, like, there has to be at least 5.
I've prepared a magical space for you with a real sense of pomp and circumstance, but it's going to take a while to load. So I thought, why not turn your challenge into loading music while you wait? Play it again and again to really build the excitement and get you properly pumped up. What do you think?
I'm an idiot!
Oh my god, Alice!
Hey, that wasn't a challenge. Turn that stupid noise off right now!
Oh dear, it looks like there's been a misunderstanding. I'm afraid the loading music's already
Oh
merged with
my
the
god,
challenge.
Alice!
If I cancel it now, you'll fail the whole thing. But I mean, if you're certain, I guess you can try another time, if fate decides we should meet again.
She is so petty.
No! Don't you dare run away again! Not after I finally tracked you down! Ugh! How much longer does this thing need to load?
Huh? The magic space? It loaded ages ago.
Oh my god, Alice! She's so goofy.
Welcome to the pinnacle of the dramatic arts in all of Tibet, the opera epicless. Or rather, a magical facsimile of it. Your challenge is to win a debate.
A debate?
Which is exactly why this magical space was created. Not bad, huh? Go on, try telling me the sense of spectacle isn't overwhelming you.
I didn't ask to be on debate team.
A debate? Don't you remember?
Oh my gosh,
how I
she
read
looks
the
so
floor with
tiny
you
in this
last
chair.
time? Did you really go to all this trouble just to embarrass yourself again?
Where's the oratrice? I think Alice is the oratrice.
Well done. You displayed the intellect of a 16-year-old in a debate designed for 12-year-olds. How remarkable you are. I know how much you like to argue, so I've prepared a wonderful topic that even you won't be able to refute.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but am I supposed to be here? Oh my god, am I Nouvelette?
A spirited debate requires a fair and impartial judge. Naturally, you are the only candidate worth considering, and I'm sure everyone else here agrees.
Is Paimon Farina? Then is Paimon supposed to be up there?
Actually, I've been wanting to say this for ages. Paimon's been sitting up there in the VIP seats, striking a pose for quite a while now.
That line sounds oddly familiar. Now that I think about it, so is this entire scene.
Seeing as we teleported right here, I figured we should imitate our friend. She's quite the superstar in Fontaine, you know.
As I recall, Paimon loves watching a good show. Well, there's no better seat in the house, wouldn't you say, Paimon?
Paimon can see everything. But, is it really alright for Paimon to watch from up here? She feels a little out of place.
Relax. This is my magic space, and I make the rules. I guarantee you the hoi polloi police aren't coming to kick you out.
Enough time wasting. Let's get this over with. What's the topic?
Qiqi is a bad kid.
Oh. Alice would defend tooth and nail.
Huh?
Huh?
This is the topic for you to refute. If you can convince our judge that Qiqi is not a bad kid, you'll earn yourself a gift.
So it's biased in our favor, huh?
I don't want your stupid gift. Qiqi's your own daughter. How could you set a topic like this? You're a bad person. The worst person!
People do say like mother, like daughter. Since I'm so bad, I guess Qiqi must be pretty bad too.
Ooh.
Objection! That's
Objection!
pure sophistry. Your flaws lie in your character and conduct. There's no scientific evidence to show that those are hereditary traits.
Yeah, you get him, Ace Attorney.
Nurture has shown a far greater influence than nature. The people who look after Qiqi and Mondstadt are all better than you. Under their positive influence, Klee couldn't possibly turn out bad.
Do you dispute that Klee loves fish blasting? How could any good kid enjoy such a terrible pastime?
That's just the nature of a child who hasn't been taught right from wrong.
By their mother, who is sitting across from the table.
Klee can see the boats in the harbor loaded with fish. How is she supposed to know the difference between how they get their catch and how she gets hers?
But is it not true that even after being sent to solitary confinement, Klee never learns her lesson?
Okay, but neither do you, so...
It's true that Klee always accepts her solitary confinement and doesn't try to escape. That clearly shows she understands her punishment and doesn't hide from her actions. Klee shouldn't be labeled as bad when she readily faces the consequences of her actions. Moreover, after her last time in solitary confinement, despite saying she wanted to go fish blasting, she hasn't done it once without permission. In fact, the last time she did go, it was only at the behest, you could say instigation, of someone she trusted. Her own mother, no less! At the end of the day, there's only one person here who deserves the title of bad kid. No, wait. Bad adult! But then what adult is so immature? I know! Bad kidult!
Re-alting the kid? That's what I call a comeback!
Oh, very compelling. A truly forceful argument. How's Alice going to respond?
Even if I accept your argument, it only proves that Klee has no bad intentions. It doesn't stop her from being a bad kid in other people's eyes.
Still stubbornly clinging on. Fine. If that's your angle, then listen carefully, because here's something even you can't deny. In other people's eyes, Klee is cute, so they will always forgive her actions.
Yeah, that's true. Here.
Exactly. Klee is so cute. Who cares if she makes a few itsy-bitsy mistakes? In Paimon's eyes, she couldn't possibly be bad.
I feel like this is gonna get clipped out of context for Alice's own purposes.
Contrary to everything you've said, Klee has far more good points than bad. She's always happy to share her toys. And when she wants to play but everyone else is busy, she never pesters them and waits patiently until they're free instead. But most important of all, she's kind. In her eyes, everyone is a wonderful person. Even me, her mother's sworn enemy. No matter what else, I won't let you besmirch such an adorable child by calling her bad!
I give up. You win. As her mother, I can't possibly argue with that. To hear you say those words, it seems you truly do consider Klee a good friend. My daughter really is adorable, isn't she? Don't say I didn't warn you. I told you if you met her, you'd end up happy.
Now you're boasting? I traveled all the way to Mondstadt because of your silly little prank!
Well, at least they confirmed this in this witch's homework and not just in the event, too.
It brings me so much comfort knowing that Klee has a friend like you by her side. I do so look forward to seeing you both grow up. You can't imagine Klee still fish blasting at my age, can you?
Alice, you went fish blasting with Klee, like, literally last month. So, yes, I could.
Hold it right there. You're not about to say something corny like, ta-da! This was all a test to see how you really feel about Klee, are you?
No, I just used it to clip your little outbursts of information so I can use it whenever Klee gets stuck in solitary confinement. This way, I have proof of other people and not just myself.
You catch on quick. Seeing as you already know the deal, let's jump straight to announcing the results. Esteemed judge, if you will.
I don't even get to choose the outcome?
Little Prune's Witch Challenge. Passed. Please accept the following witch's blessing.
A bomb.
May you be as happy, healthy, well-fed, and worry-free as Klee herself.
When it comes down to it, you and Klee are both good kids. You're allowed to make mistakes from time to time, or even throw cutie-wooty little tantrums.
Cutie-wooty little tantrums?
Thanks? But this doesn't change anything between us. First things first, stop treating me like a child. And second things second, I'm a witch hunter, and I won't forget my duty. You lost this time, So come out here and stop trying to fool me with that stupid doll!
Oh my, would you look at the time? Well, I had a lot of fun today. I'll be sure to drop by the next time.
Oh my god, there she goes.
Toodaloo!
Hey, did you hear me? I haven't finished with you yet! Don't you dare run away!
It's too late. Prune.
Whoa! Everything just vanished! Classic Alice, huh? Oh, you wicked witch! Just you wait. I'll get you one day.
I'm assuming this is a tarot card deck because Barbie. I don't know if this has anything to do with the Imaginarium Theater because I did not finish getting the decks. So, oopsie. Witch's Revelation. And so the witch began a new reading. The warp and weft of fate emerged through the ancient card spread. Obtain Witch's Revelation case. Oh, this is a case. The case Barbeloth once carried has found its way into your possession. Within it sleep all the oracles, both whose already revealed and those yet to open their eyes. Whether their words may one day steer the course of fate, Barbeloth would only say this. He. The true colors of fate are never meant to be revealed lightly. Besides, a future with secrets yet to unfold is far more delightful. Would you not agree? You think so too, right? Something ripples of past memory. Mem. Help. Revelations by chance. You discover a strange fortune-telling booth outside the city of Fontaine. We have a full set outside of... Has no one noticed this? Like, it's just been out here. Barbie just set up shop in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Hey, Barbie.
What? Is Paimon seeing things? Is that a Dodoko?
Paimon, we're in Fontaine. You've probably just got Dodokos on the brain. I also won't look anywhere close to the right side. Aether, use your eyes. Right, look a little bit to the right, buddy. You got this.
You know, there really is a Dodoko over there. And it looks just like... It looks like Barbeloth.
Oh, great. The Dodokos have finally risen up.
Oh my, what a coincidence this is. Traveler? Paimon?
Why is there something so fishy about hearing such a powerful fortune teller use the word coincidence?
Because it's not a coincidence. Girlie was just here.
Perhaps, but it's no lie. This truly is a pleasant surprise. As a descender from beyond this world, the traveler's fate is not anchored in Tevat. Hence why most fortune tellers, including myself, are unable to predict your future. But happily, this particular coincidence couldn't have been any more fortuitous. I recently happened to glimpse a peculiar omen. And since I had some free time, I decided to perform a brief divination and follow the omen's course. Just for a spot of fun, you understand.
I know that's your scry glass, but also it looks like a giant piece of candy, and I feel like it would be like a pop rock if you put it in your mouth.
Oh yes, and while I was following this omen, I caught a few ethereal threads of fate and glimpsed the faces of their owners. Here, take a look for yourselves.
Ooh, wow. These are all people we know. I don't have Yumemizuki, so she shouldn't be here. Just like blur out Yumemizuki for a little bit.
See? Didn't I tell you? Someone with so many friends was bound to recognize them all.
Alice, I know that voice.
Hi, you two. It's been a while, hasn't it? I thought I'd lend a hand with Barbie's divination.
Are you puppeting her Dodoko? Why? You two Dodokos can exist in one space?
Indeed, if Alice hadn't insisted, I'd have treated these names as minor variables and discarded them from the divination.
To be fair, they weren't that great in the meta in the first place.
But then you would have missed out on this fun little excursion, wouldn't you? Besides, as mages, we couldn't possibly disappoint the little cuties involved in the prophecy now, could we? It's the dream of every child to receive wonderful gifts, go on grand undertakings, and watch mysterious prophecies unfold. Which is all to say, we simply had to see this one through.
I do like the fact that Alice and Barbeloth are both controlling this one Dodoko, like two people controlling a VTuber.
And there's no point arguing with Alice. Anyway, if I can gather these minor variables together, I should be able to adjust my divination.
Girl, why'd you say it like that? What's the tea?
So here I am, seeking them out. And if possible, offering them a little fortune-telling.
So when will they be here?
I don't have time to go around divining things like that, but I'm sure it won't be long.
Is that why you've set up this stall? So you can sit and wait for them to arrive?
Don't worry, I'm not just sitting around twiddling my thumbs. This Dodoko is simply a stand-in. I'm still working on my research.
That's right. And I installed sensors on Barbie's Dodoko. As soon as the right person shows up, she'll receive an instant notification.
Girl, why is your Dodoko just a security camera at this point?
And Dodoko will give a happy little wiggle to make sure our visitors are drawn on in.
What are you doing back here? Take your arm off that. You'll knock my scryglass onto the floor. And hold that cup steady. I don't want you spilling hot chocolate on my manuscripts.
You have hot chocolate? Can you share?
All right, keep your hat on just 1 second. There you go, Barbie. This one's yours. I hardly put any sugar in it, I promise.
It's like 10 teaspoons of sugar in that one tiny bit of hot chocolate.
When you say hardly any sugar, I can't help but feel like we're not speaking the same language.
Back to business. After we followed up on Barbie's divination, I was hoping to gather everyone up, everyone involved, that is, and throw a huge party. I've even decided how we can send out the invitations. Don't worry, I've already picked out the most beautiful birds available. Picture it. In the dead of night, a huge, pure white bird flies through your window with a mysterious letter in its beak. Then you open it, and a whole new world appears before your eyes.
I feel like some people would panic, but also, are you calling me a beautiful bird if I'm the messenger? Alice, you should have!
Unfortunately, as I told Alice, doing that would only serve to disrupt the path of fate. Besides, dealing with such small prophecies is a real pain, so it's off the cards.
Oh, fate is such a spoil sport. Nevertheless, we can still have a party. When the time is right, I'll invite everyone myself. And as I do hate waiting for parties, Traveler, Paimon, can I leave the job of bringing your friends here to this stall to you?
Is that okay?
Then we'd be the ones disrupting the path of fate, right?
Seeing as the people in the prophecy already have ties to the Traveler, in theory, their fates are already intertwined.
Would you like to provide me some more intertwined fates?
If the Traveler steps in to invite them and hurry things along, it shouldn't have too large an effect on the divination.
Reliable as always. For the sake of the party, it's in your hands. I promise to save you the best seats, closest to the cake.
Perfect.
Barbie, why are you tearing that paper apart? What are you doing?
I'm using it to plug my ears. Between you and Nicole. If my head isn't hurting, then my ears are. Ugh, I miss Octavia.
Oh my god, the girlies are fighting. Why are they like this? Complete the Witch's Revelation quest to unlock additional talents for the corresponding characters. Certain character skills and constellation effects will also change. Each Witch's Revelation quest is focused on a specific character. Obtain the corresponding character, increase their levels to level 70 to unlock their related quest. Perfect for you, because I have everyone except for Miko. That's the only one I'm missing. Miss Barbeloff! Is something the matter, traveler? If you're looking to have your fortune told, I'm afraid this isn't a good time. I don't know why this isn't voiced. As I said before, this Dodoko remains here before you, but there are a great many things that still demand my attention. If there's nothing else, I've got research to continue doing. But please rest assured that a reminder will be sent to me when the person involved in the Oracle arrives, and I will make my way over in time. Alright, so time to drag people over.
Hello there,
The
Lady
zoom in.
Trismegistus.
Oh, such perfect pronunciation. I can only assume we share a friend.
A certain Miss Columbina recommended your services.
Columbina?
A very unpredictable lady, that Miss Columbina. I'm sure your encounter must have been full of surprises.
It sure was. Unpredictable is the perfect word.
I'm assuming this takes place after or during the event that's out that I haven't done yet.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's Wriothesley.
Le Duc Soulot.
That's a full French.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
The Duke of... I can't read French. I don't know what that is.
I wouldn't have thought such a great mage as yourself would have heard of me. I'm honored. Or perhaps you saw my arrival in the stars, Lady Trismegistus.
Since we're already acquainted, let's dispense with the formalities. You can call me Barbeloth.
Oh my god, you already like him. That's interesting. All
Then
right.
please, call me Wriothesley. This isn't official business, so there's no need for titles. I'm just a regular citizen of Fontaine enjoying some time off the clock.
In a random back alley to find a witch?
I came across some freshly baked conch madeleines on my way here. I hear mages enjoy a good tea party. Please, take one.
Oh my god, so thoughtful. Bring a gift.
Oh my, this is a very popular dessert at our parties.
They're also really good.
I've been here for quite some time now and read the fortunes of a fair few people, but this is the first time anyone's come bearing gifts. Thank you, Mr. Wriothesley. I'll make sure to share it with Alice and the others.
Is that my ears I feel tingling? Barbie, you simply have to save some for me.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I love her so much.
Don't let Nicole scarf the lot down before I get there. It's not like she hasn't done it before.
Oh, tea.
Yes. I'll make sure she leaves some for you.
Girl, you gotta stop putting your Dodoco on speaker.
Honestly, you could have timed this better. Here I am, hoping to maintain the Hexenzirkel's dignity in front of our new friend.
It's quite all right. Where's the harm? Powerful people don't have to be serious all the time. Everyone's entitled to a little personality.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, optimism and cheerfulness are core entry requirements of the Hexenzirkel.
I love that Alice is just full of whimsy. She gives me so much joy.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Oh!
It's a new rule I just came up with. The Hexenzirkel is supposed to bring joy to the world. It's only natural that we are cheerful and optimistic.
Barbie slowly sinking away into a corner somewhere.
Speaking only for myself, I support everyone enjoying life however they please. Provided no laws are broken, of course.
That's a provision you might struggle to get Alice to stick to.
Right.
Oh my. Well, this is a concern.
You two do realize I'm still here, right? Besides, I'm not going to do anything criminal in front of the administrator of the Fortress of Meropide.
I like that you added that extra stipulation.
And even if I was, I imagine your rooms are more spacious than the Knights of Favonius' solitary confinement room. Isn't that right, Mr.
Girl,
Wriothesley?
you are scraping the bottom of the barrel.
As though a mere solitary confinement room could hold a legendary mage such as yourself. I'm sure Lady Alice has willingly accepted her punishment, no doubt due to her humility and unimpeachable trustworthiness.
Exactly. You couldn't be more right.
Please stop, Mr. Wriothesley. You really shouldn't encourage her.
Barbie's just like, please, make it stop, help.
Once she's in a good mood, there's no telling what Alice might do.
I know exactly what you mean. Please show some respect for the solitary Jean would like to have a word with you. Also, if your Fontaine fish population dies overnight, it's not Alice's fault.
That's right. The Traveler's the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, you know. No talking bad about the solitary confinement room behind his back.
Does that mean it's up to the honorary knight to chase down escaped mages?
No,
that
that's
would make
just...
for a wonderful show. Please be
Jean.
sure to invite me.
Listen, it's not my job, okay? She can do whatever she wants.
You just love watching the drama unfold. Still, Paimon didn't expect you to come here by yourself, Wriothesley. That saves us a trip underwater to fetch you.
This must be the power of divination.
Speaking of which, it's about time we got down to business. Mr. Wriothesley, Whether out of respect for Miss Columbina or as thanks for your confectionery, please draw a lunar arcanum. Perhaps a gift from fate lies hidden within.
Does that count as a prophecy?
You could say that.
Then no Fontanian would fail to take it seriously.
As long as you don't draw the death card. Actually, no, I think the tower is supposed to be worse or something like that. Having said how seriously he would take it, Wriothesley goes straight for the card. The Tsaritsa's Throne. What is this?
I'm not too familiar with these cards. This one appears to be...
The Upright Emperor.
You seem lost for words.
Oh, Emperor.
Is this card bad? There's no need to worry. I can handle whatever you tell me.
I feel like if you know stuff about tarot cards, this would be a lot more enjoyable and you could figure out things earlier. I'm just gonna go along with what Barbie says.
Quite the opposite. This card signifies eternal dominion and unshakable authority.
Well, that works for him.
If this represents your future, then you have already reached your destination. But your fate keeps rolling forward, forever changing, which can only mean...
Perhaps it's not the person who changes, but their environment?
Mm-hmm. At least for now, such a tendency does seem to exist.
Then I guess I can be a bit more confident in my intuition from now on. I previously visited Nodcry on official business and gained quite a bit of insight. Since then, I can't help but keep an eye on the local news. Then one night as I was gazing at an unusually bright moon, I found myself thinking that the world is changing.
The world is constantly changing. But with the introduction of such huge variables, we must all be prepared to face the unknown. That said, judging by the card you picked, you shouldn't have much to worry about. No matter how your environment changes, you have the means to either adapt or resist.
Such wonderful news. Looks like I didn't take that punch for nothing.
Well, it was a punch filled with beautiful wishes. Good fortunes come to those who just survive great disasters.
As a matter of curiosity, I have a somewhat presumptuous question to ask. I hope you don't mind.
How sly. You're deliberately trying to pique our curiosity, Mr. Wriothesley. Now we have no choice but to insist that you ask.
I mean, there is a reason why he's a catalyst user.
Then permit me to be frank. I've always
I thought you were
wondered,
Wriothesley.
how exactly does a prophecy ensure its own fulfillment?
That's an interesting question to ask.
Take me, for example. My reading says I'll remain stable. But what if, after hearing this prophecy, a sudden rebellious urge takes hold and I immediately do something impulsive? What would happen then? For example, what if...
You blew up the Fortress of Meropide. Why is that your first thought?
Sure, let's go with that.
Not the hesitation. It's like, I wouldn't, but sure.
Are you really dragging that back up again?
Oh.
No, don't you even...
What a happy coincidence. I just so happen to know a very skilled explosives expert.
Alice.
I can't recommend her highly enough.
Alice, you can't recommend your child
But
or yourself.
Then the honorary knight will surely act as her guardian,
No.
stepping in at the critical moment to stop anything bad from happening.
We're not blowing up the Fortress of Meropide.
And that is how the prophecy is fulfilled.
She sounds like quite the destructive force.
And cute. Very cute.
Huh? Are we talking about Klee? Wriothesley probably doesn't know that Klee is Alice's daughter, right?
Well, unless you say it right in front of him.
Well, actually, I think you'll find her full title is Daughter of the Great Adventurer of the Realms, Dodo King, Defender of Old Mondstadt.
Girl, you try making Klee say all that.
We don't have time for all that.
Fine. She's the most adorable child of Alice, the Dodo King, the veritable Spark Knight, Klee.
Oh my god, Siege Weed and Klee play date? That'd be cute.
Honestly, we really should go back to my original plan and throw a fabulous party for everyone, where I can introduce you all properly. That way, when Klee goes to Fontaine, she'll have plenty of new friends to drink tea with.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. I'm looking forward to it already. After all,
Future
it's
event?
not like I can turn down a good pot of tea.
Are you sure you can't make a copy of this card back for me?
Absolutely certain.
Oh my god, girl. I don't think she's in the card business for TCG.
It's very impressive. Maybe we could come to some sort of arrangement?
Cyno, just ask Calx again. I'm pretty sure he'd be able to do it.
Absolutely not.
She's not amused.
I see. Obtaining beautiful card backs and playing powerful cards both require a certain price. I think I understand.
I don't think you do. I don't think I do. You came all this way to play cards? You know he would. I don't think you do.
Hey, you don't know why Cyno's here? Maybe he came here to...
I sure did. That's my buddy, all right. We're on completely the same wavelength.
Uh-huh, sure.
Seriously?
There's a small gathering of TCG players taking place here in Fontaine. I heard participants get event-exclusive card holders for free. There were no pressing matters at the academia, so I came over.
Even if there were pressing matters, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion you would have found a way to make them not so pressing.
Listen, let this man have his hobby, okay?
You're right. I managed to finish almost all of my work after only 2 weeks of overtime.
Damn, what the hell? How? Can I have that?
Sethos helped out too, so I promised to bring him a card holder for his trouble. He's very good at paperwork.
Well then, General Mahamatra, are you going to draw a card or not?
I bet you they've been sitting around for like 30 minutes arguing back and forth. Like, can I commission you to do artwork for me?
Of course. You say this card will predict my future, right?
Technically, not quite. But it's unlikely to cause much trouble if you choose to understand it that way.
I love that Barbie's just like, I don't want to explain this to you. Please just fucking draw the card. Oh my god.
I see. Is this like that line in Duel Master? Stake your fate on the next card in the draw?
Also, you never gave us the sequel book, so where is it?
And now, it's my turn to draw.
All right, Yu-Gi-Oh. Cyno takes a deep breath, makes a stylish pose, and draws a card. Of course you do. Is this the Fool? I can't tell.
Reversed Temperance.
Oh, Reversed Temperance.
A fitting card for the General Mahamatra of the Sumeru Academia.
You already know who Cyno is?
Alice mentioned him a few times. She finds it funny that the stuffy old academia has a General Mahamatra with such a well-developed sense of humor.
I'm surprised that Nicole was not the one to mention him.
Please thank her for the compliment.
It
Now
does look
that
like
I've drawn
desperate
a
stuff.
card, what should I do next?
Have Barbie tell you your reading.
Since it's reversed temperance, or rather, reversed artistry, I suggest you maintain a state of doing nothing for the time being.
Why?
You've been acting rashly and have nearly lost your footing on the narrow bridge of fate.
It's because I've been playing too much cards, isn't it? Sethos and Tainari told me the same thing. I've already adjusted my schedule.
Also, I did not think the size of that cup was huge, but like that's bigger than the size of Cyno's hand.
I'm not talking about playing cards. I mean your working hours. Surely Genius Invocation TCG isn't the only thing that demands the General Mahamatra's full attention.
My duties don't leave me much room to adjust them.
You're used to bearing the pressure of such a busy schedule alone?
Barbie, don't look at me.
There are other matras. We share the pressure among us.
But they all rely on you? Not just the matras, but the researchers and the people of Sumeru. So many people put their faith in you, General Mahamatra.
To be fair, it's been a while since we had a you work too hard, please relax yourself storyline in Genshin.
They never tell you. Perhaps they don't even realize it themselves. Why would they, when they're all so captivated by your unstoppable wit? But you can feel their gazes, looking to you night and day. Oh, and the shadow that walks beside you, he too is one of your burdens. You're used to leading the way, carrying the burdens of others. I think, perhaps, this is the reason for your imbalance.
I have many friends. One of them just happens to be a genius who goes by the name of Invocation TCG.
Cyno! That's not what she means!
So it seems you have no intention of resting.
No.
There's no time to rest.
Right. Anyway, I'm with Cyno on this one. You can't change my mind!
Indeed. For someone such as yourself, if the inner battle is endless, then even death won't mark the end of duty. Take this lunar arcanum. Perhaps it will lead you to the reason that restores your balance. When it does, the battle within you should also reach a decisive end.
Cyno won't lose. Cyno's the strongest.
Thank you, Traveler and Paimon. And my thanks to you as well. And don't worry, I promise I won't start acting too crazy.
Huh? Why would you... Wait, was that...
Oh no, not again. He's come up with another one. Barbie, don't ask!
What does this have to do with acting crazy?
Because now I have this card. People might accuse me of being a bona fide lunatic.
What if I just close this game?
Huh? Isn't that Mizuki and her 2 mini Baku? Are they talking to Barbaloth already?
Traveler and Paimon? Lady Barbaloth was just talking about you. I was wondering if we might cross paths.
I'm surprised you're getting a buff as a standard, unlike some of the other standards who don't have a buff yet.
It seems like fate has already arranged our meeting place.
Are you here on holiday, Mitsuki?
I suppose you could say that. If the prep work for this educational film about psychology I'm doing goes smoothly, I should indeed have time for some leisure. Though until then, I still need to focus on my work.
A film about psychology? Is this a new form of therapy? Or it could be an instructional video.
Whoa! Films can do that? That's amazing!
Paimon, I feel like you should know this already.
It's a new idea I came up with. Back when I was promoting Isa Bathhouse, I took inspiration from Fontanian cinema and recorded a few variety show episodes. People seemed to love it. Not only did they watch every episode, they even remembered all the psychological concepts we showcased.
I feel like Mizuki's trying to make like a Dr. House type of thing.
So I thought, why not make a few films about mental disorders as a fun and educational way to explain basic psychological concepts?
Until they get misinterpreted, because film sometimes can do that, or at least the people who watch film can actively misinterpret the film itself.
If I can raise everyone's basic awareness, perhaps people can develop a more objective understanding of what mental disorders are.
Is this a reference to her demo? Oh, maybe, actually.
Perhaps I can stop people from blindly dismissing these conditions as made-up nonsense, or treating them like some terrifying boogeyman.
She can do a documentary, but she said specifically to make it fun and whimsical, which is why I'm just like, okay, are we doing like a dramatized version of this that's like, I don't know, like say The Pit, or like, I forget the other like house type TV shows there are, but like something like that, which is like, there are references to psychological disorders and or like things that you can see in an ER hospital, but it's not true to life exactly one-to-one, you know? That's kind of what I feel like she's trying to do.
And maybe my future therapy sessions will go a little more smoothly.
You've clearly put a lot of thought into this. You really considered this thoroughly.
That's right. After all, illnesses of the mind are invisible and hard to pin down. Trying to get a hold on them, or even just detecting their existence, is sometimes far from easy. But even I don't know how to pin them down to fit neatly into a script.
Oh. That's an interesting filter that I feel like is going to be used for Shiznaya later.
I'm a bit embarrassed to admit it, but even though I've written quite a few papers about mental health, I'm completely stuck when it comes to writing a film script.
Okay, but that's like two different types of writing. Writing a paper is so much different, especially in like formatting and like the style of writing. One needs to be entertaining versus the other one just needs to say in a concise and like thought out way a concept. Although I guess you can say the same thing about a film script, but like you do have to add entertainment value, I feel like, sometimes for film.
Sometimes I stay cooped up in my room all day, endlessly going over a few lines of dialogue or a few seconds of plot. Even then, I might come away with nothing to show at the end of it.
That's called art, baby. That sounds exhausting. You need to relax. Also, this is why we have workshops, so that you can talk to other people about your script.
Maybe you're just missing a little spark of inspiration. When Paimon and the Traveler get stuck on one thing, we do something else, and then, ding! The answer just pops into our heads.
It seems like great minds think alike, Paimon. That's why I came here. To experience a form of divination quite unlike the fortune slips I'm used to. I'm hoping this mage's lunar arcana can bring me some fresh inspiration.
Inspiration. Anya once said that she wanted to write a fairy tale for every card in the lunar arcana. But there were so many stories she wanted to write, and so little time.
I love Anya.
Since you're looking for inspiration, go ahead and draw a card, Miss Yokai. I hope that mage's unfinished fairy tale can lead you to the inspiration for your own story.
All right, Lady Barbaloth. But most of what I know about divination relates to the Grand Narukami Shrine. Fortune-telling with cards is a first for me. If I do anything that breaks the proper ritual etiquette, please set me straight.
Oh, it's another reverse.
Oh my, the reversed moon.
Kalamina jumps out of nowhere.
The upright and reversed meanings of the moon are similar. Escapism, illusion, self-deception. Like someone traveling beneath a dark moon, having lost their way forward, but not knowing how to break free.
That doesn't sound good. It sounds a little negative.
Yeah. Why does the meaning of this card sound like a warning? Paimon's got a really bad feeling about this.
However, since Miss Yumemizuki can still hear this prophecy, it means the situation is not yet too dire.
Also, it's interesting that the therapist gets this card.
With a little effort, you may be able to exit the haze that obscures your path ahead and find what you seek.
Escapism, illusion, and self-deception?
Taking the card at face value, yes. To put it more plainly, you're running from an answer that's right before your eyes, searching far when you should be looking near.
Are you saying there's someone who can review my script standing right in front of me?
I don't like that you're looking into my soul like this.
It's not limited to just the script, but how you interpret the meaning behind the card is entirely up to you.
The answer is right in front of my eyes, yet I'm searching far when I should be looking near. I think I understand what you're getting at. When you put it like that, I really have been deceiving myself. Or rather, I couldn't help but search far when I should be looking near.
Okay, this line is giving I needed to add extra lines to my 100-page paper.
I thought about visiting Yae Publishing House and asking Guja Yae for advice, but then...
Why didn't you? Actually? Why didn't we ask Yae Miko for help?
From a clinical perspective, I suppose this counts as unconscious avoidance. Thank you for your divination, Lady Barbaloth. You really helped me find inspiration after all.
There's no need to thank me. I did nothing. You untangled the threads of fate yourself. I merely placed the loose ends in your hands.
That's true. She would never hear the end of it. But at the same time, like... She's like the best person you could ask.
However, Guji Yae is also someone swept along by fate. Intertwining threads often bring trouble. With that in mind, keeping your distance wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing.
It's okay, Mizuki. I don't have Miko on my account, so you'll be kept far away from her.
If I simply ask for some feedback on my script, surely that wouldn't bring fate into the mix, would it?
If it's Miko, you think she'd help without some cat? You know what? You're kind of right about that.
As I said, how you interpret things is not up to me, Miss Yumemizuki. I cannot see every twist in your future from reading a single card.
But also, like, you're in Fontaine, and the Fontanalia Film Festival is, like, happening. You could take inspiration from that.
Who can perceive every obstacle on the path of fate before it trips them up? Sometimes it's just like that little brat said. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Anyway, Miss Yokai, I look forward to watching your film.
I feel like Barbie would like documentaries. Oh. Are you getting escorted by the police? Girl, what did you do?
Is it coming back to you yet, Qiqi?
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. We still have a long way before we get to the Palais Marmonia. Let's keep walking for now. I'm sure you'll remember where your home is soon. Look, it's Qiqi, and she's with the Melusine. Huh, that's a combo Paimon wasn't expecting to see.
Where is your parent?
Traveler and Paimon.
Hello.
You know Qiqi? Fantastic news! I ran into her while investigating near Lumidu's harbor. Judging by her size, I figured she was a human child. She is a child, right?
Yeah, she's a child.
I am
our good friend.
Right! We go way back! We're the best of friends!
Except when she came home during my Sandrone pulls. That's the only time we're not friends, okay?
Quick thinking. If Qiqi had said she was a zombie, it might have scared her half to death.
Yes, best of friends. That's right.
Well, this is a happy coincidence for sure. To be honest, this is the first time I've ever found myself completely at a loss. I take it you know about her memory issues? She can hardly seem to remember anything besides her own name. Qiqi gets like that sometimes. Poor child. I was going to take her back to the Maréchaussée Phantom and let her stay there for a while. But I hoped she might get some of her memories back on the road. Since you're such good friends, I take it you know where she lives? It would save such a lot of trouble if I could take her straight home.
Well, I don't know where she's staying in Fontaine, but we can bring her back to Leah.
We know, but it's, a very long way from here.
How'd she even get here?
Very long way? I followed a Sealy all the way to Lumidu's harbor.
Girl, how did you cross the water?
Huh? You remembered something? What happened before that?
Before that, Dr. Beidou took me on his rounds at something. I went to gather herbs and then...
Oh my god. Ice Bridge meta coming into play in story.
Oh! Beidou took you to Yilong Wharf, right? Detective Paimon thinks she knows what happened. Beidou took Qiqi to visit patients at Yilong Wharf. She got lost while gathering herbs, saw a Sealy, and followed it all the way to Lumidu's harbor.
That's so far. Oh my god, girly. You're telling me you walked the distance. I'm assuming, right? This Sealy was somewhere around here in Yilong Wharf. You had to ice bridge all the way here? Girl, that's just a stretch of water right there. Oh, child. Child, what are we doing? No, that's it's not like Inazuma level ice bridge, but like that's still insane for a child to be following a Celia and be like, I'm just gonna put water here. What if you drowned, girly? Like,
Good thing Paimon and the Traveler read Robin versus Chesterton. Simple deductions like these are a piece of cake for Paimon now.
oh my god, book mention? Crazy. You do know that book's a work of fiction, right?
Aha! Well, that checks out. I'll take Qiqi back to Ilong Wharf right away. Dr. Beidou is Qiqi's guardian, is he? He must be worried sick.
Okay, actually, other options, she could have just taken a boat. But I'd like to think that she ice bridged all the way there. Wait, those people in Barbala's prophecy, wasn't Qiqi one of them?
Oh, you're right. Paimon almost forgot about that. Barbalos, are you there? Can you hear us?
No need to shout. I've been here all along. I simply didn't want to interrupt your conversation. Listening is the default state of any good fortune teller. This Seeley's so-called guidance could also be considered the guidance of fate. Since you're here, Qiqi, why not let me read your fortune?
Fortune?
Oh dear, Barbie, allow me to interject. You're really not suited to talking to children, you know. You're scaring the poor girl. Let me take this one. Now listen closely. This is how you deliver a little surprise gift. Ahem. Little Qiqi, member of the Little Hexen Circle, I'm the mother of your ally Qiqi, Auntie Alice, the greatest witch in the world.
Nice to meet you, Auntie Alice.
Ah, what a sweet, polite little child. Come now, let Auntie's friend, another great witch, throw you a wonderful surprise fortune-telling party.
Fortune-telling party?
That's right. Look at the cards in front of you. Aren't they pretty? Do you like them?
Qiqi stuffs them all in her mouth.
I like them.
That's wonderful. Now, can you pick one for me?
Is this one all right?
Is that the tower? Is that upside down tower?
Of course. And because you were so wonderfully well behaved, that card is yours to keep.
Why would she eat them? I don't know. Kids put things in their mouths all the time.
Thank you.
All right, Barbie, break time's over. Come help little Qiqi with her reading.
No, you don't need to shake me awake. I've been listening the whole time. Upright hanged man.
Oh, it's the hanged man. I can't tell what any of the... I think I've guessed every card wrong so far.
Very few people draw this card.
That means you're very special, Qiqi.
It symbolizes transcendence and waiting, and also detachment from the everyday world.
Oh, she's detached from the everyday world, all right.
There are shackles that bind you, but you yourself have no desire to break free from them.
Shackles? Do you mean my orders?
At least on the surface, you wouldn't be wrong to understand things in such a way. As for your future, all you need to do is wait. Of course, it's not like you lack for time, but... Oh my, how strange, how very strange.
In technicality, she ran out of time a long time ago.
Hold up a second, you're saying too much at once. Give the poor child a moment to breathe. Let Qiqi savor her little gift first. You really do need to show a little more patience with children. What do you think, Qiqi? Do you like your surprise?
This card is pretty. Thank you, Auntie Alice.
Oh, good girl. You did such a good job remembering Auntie's name. Oh, Auntie would love to chat with you some more, but it's time for you to go home. If Auntie Barbie has more to say, then next time the Hexen Circle meets, she can make a prophecy for every little witch who attends. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Oh, I do hope that the little Hexen Circle gets to meet up with the big Hexen Circle. That'd be so cute!
Could you not add to my workload without asking me first?
I think that's just what Alice does.
Then it's settled. See you next time, Qiqi. And all of you witnesses.
Bye-bye, Auntie Alice and Auntie Alice's best of friends.
Phew! Is that all over now? Did those two voices just come from this doll? What kind of toy is this? It's so cute! Where can I... Ugh, no, that's not important right now. Qiqi, let's go find that Dr. Beidou of yours.
I think the witches need to put out merch, is what I'm hearing.
It's time. Qiqi should go home. See you next time, Traveler and Paimon.
Take care, stay safe.
Card. Gift. Pretty.
Don't lose it now.
So you can't help me fix this annoying affliction either.
She's still asking about the thing? I thought she accepted it like a long time ago.
Precisely. It's already too deeply intertwined with your fate. Imagine your destiny is a tree. This affliction is like a new shoot growing from its branches.
This affliction is like a dotare taking apart Urbisu.
It's been helping you absorb sunlight and dew this whole time. It, long ago, began to shape your fate. If you cut it off now, the wound left behind might fester, infecting the entire tree.
You make it sound like it's a good thing. It's clearly getting in my way, keeping me from mixing the drinks I need. It's more like one of those vines that wrap around the trunks of giant trees, restricting their growth and slowly strangling them.
Well, if that were the case, your fate would have rejected it, and we could have easily pruned it away. Unfortunately for you, it's not at all what you say it is.
Unfortunately, skill issue.
All right, enough talk. That should be enough to convince you I'm a legitimate fortune teller, yes? Now, just like I told you, come here and pick a card at random. And let me give you a little advice about your future.
So I just pick one at random, Okay. How about this one? No, wait! This one!
Don't overthink it. No matter how you choose, you can only ever draw the card that's destined for you.
Not the evil laugh.
Ooh, this fortune teller's laugh is so creepy! She's just like an old witch from a fairy tale.
Mona would have to agree.
But since she's so good at it, her advice could prove really helpful. I have to choose my card carefully.
You're scaring her. Long time no see, Diona!
Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
True to form. Here you are at just the right moment.
You're too kind. Timing is my strongest suit. It's not. I have time blindness. How else could I handle so many commissions?
Well said. Compared to an intangible thing like fate, commissions have a far more intuitive effect on shaping our words and deeds.
Like giving me primos. Barbie, would you like to give me primos too?
Now, seeing as you're here, perhaps you could have a word with this little one. She doesn't seem very trusting of an old witch like me.
Well, it's not so easy to trust a weird-looking fortune teller who's set up stall in the middle of nowhere. Oh, the traveler seems to know this fortune teller pretty well. Great. I can finally have someone I trust. Traveler? Paimon? Come over here for a sec. I need to talk to you in private.
We're like literally a foot away from the stall. She can still hear us. I was just about to ask, what are you doing in Fontaine?
Looking for new ingredients, of course. My previous approach to mixing drinks was far too narrow-minded. I kept limiting myself to actual food. Paimon wouldn't exactly call the things you put in your drinks food, Diona. Well, it's all technically edible. As long as you grit your teeth and close your eyes. It's stuff you can force yourself to swallow.
Diona, in theory, everything is edible at least once. So you're planning to find completely inedible ingredients?
Exactly! I've already found a bunch of rusted screws, scrapped cables, coagulated chunks of grease, dust bunnies, toe jam.
Ew, toe jam!
And it's all thanks to that guy from the Fontaine Research Institute who makes Fanta.
Oh my
He's
god, of
been
course
a
he does.
real help.
You know Heinrich? Where did you run into him?
Well, I heard that really tasty fizzy drink stuff comes from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Oh,
so
God.
I headed over to take a look.
No!
When I got there, Mr. Henri let me try a few bottles of the new Fanta flavors. Completely on the house. Mr. Henri doesn't smell of alcohol at all. Nope. He just smells like Fanta. Sweet and tangy. One stiff and you can tell he's a reliable sort of grown-up. And he was the one who suggested I come to this stall. He said, my affliction is probably beyond the Research Institute's ability to analyze.
How did Henry know about the stall?
But he heard that this weird fortune teller who showed up recently near the court of Fontaine, apparently, everyone who's been here says she's crazy accurate. Maybe if you get your fortune told, you'll learn something about what's causing your affliction. If you grasp the principles behind it, perhaps you could find a cure.
Not her literally walking over.
Well, hard to argue with that logic. Guess he didn't end up becoming a researcher at the Fontaine Research Institute for nothing. So I came here to see the fortune teller. As soon as I walked over, she stopped me and said there was a strange disturbance surrounding me. Before I could ask, she blurted out all the answers to my questions.
But the scientific logic of the Fontaine Research Institute doesn't directly apply to divination. Even if you understand the principles, it doesn't mean the solution will be easy to come by. Just like I told you, mysticism isn't built of bearings and bolts, and I can't simply repair your fate for you.
Oh, are you telling me nothing can be changed? Then what's the point of drawing a card?
Something. Fate can only be changed by the way that you get there, not the actual destination itself, something.
By drawing a card, you may just find a tiny missing gear to fit into the wheel of fate. It may seem insignificant, but when installed correctly, the tiniest gears can still drive massive mechanisms.
You're not just humoring me, are you? Traveler, what do you think?
Well, Barbeloth is very reliable. Just relax and draw a card.
All right, if you say so. Then I'll take one.
Oh, upside down. Something.
All right. Here we go. Looks like it's...
Potion making.
Oh my. How strange. To think the disturbance surrounding you has grown with such vigor. It's no longer a shoot, but a sturdy branch. How curious.
Huh? What are you saying? Does this mean the drinks I mix will taste even better from now on?
That doesn't sound like a bad thing in itself, but given everything we know about Diona's motivations...
If we judge solely by your affliction, that would indeed be the case. Furthermore, the card you drew is the reversed High Priestess.
Oh, that's the High Priestess?
Which means you've been too focused on the illusions before the veil. Which is precisely why you've been unable to pass through it for so long.
That doesn't sound like it has anything to do with mixing drinks. I thought this card would tell me what ingredients I need to use.
The lunar arcana aren't known for creating recipes. At least, not yet. But mixing drinks isn't the only way to find the answers you're looking for.
The answer is to teach those old booze hounds a lesson, so they never get drunk and cause trouble again.
You're certainly driven, but while your body moves forward, your heart remains stuck.
That's not true. I hate those weird old drunkards from the bottom of my heart, especially...
Your dad?
I see. Then, have you talked to the one who fills your heart the most?
To be fair, she has multiple times, and he has not entirely been listening to her. He's improved, but at the same time, he's still using alcohol as a vice.
What? How did you know I was thinking about one person in particular? I didn't even...
Through divination, of course. Perhaps you should cast aside your impatience and confused emotions and tell him how you truly feel. You might find it more effective than trying to mix the most disgusting drinks in the world.
What? There's no way he'll listen. Once he started drinking, he doesn't listen to anyone.
Perhaps that was true before. But now, you found a tiny gear from the Wheel of Fate. Return to its rightful place. Certain things might undergo subtle changes.
Well, it depends on if he's willing to do the change as well.
You mean that? But it is just a card.
Of course not that. I'm talking about your heart. Something which has already begun to change.
My heart hasn't changed at all. Now, I need to go look for ingredients.
The tsundere said.
How much is the divination fee? I can pay it in full.
Oh my, what a well-mannered child. Much more endearing than that other little brat. But there's no need for a fee. Just consider this a gift from a witch.
Girl, you don't need to keep subtweeting your Mona like this.
Thank you. If you ever come to Mondstadt, I can treat you to a drink. I guarantee it'll taste delicious.
Mondstadt, you say? Yes, if I get the chance, that might not be such a terrible idea.
Barbie Mondstadt arc? Playable
and thank
Barba.
you for helping me out, Traveler and Paimon.
You're welcome. If you ever need help, just let me know.
No matter the trouble, Paimon and the Traveler will swoop in and save the day. But swooping in is thirsty work. So once we're done, we wouldn't say no to some of your tasty drinks, Diona. It's a deal. Next time you're in Mondstadt, I'll treat you to the best drinks you ever tasted. The kind with absolutely zippo alcohol.
Perfect, because alcohol would kill me.
By the way, if you have any more questions about your card, look for someone named Mona. You probably already know who I'm talking about.
Mona? Yeah, I know her. She always orders the cheapest drinks. Is she a powerful fortune teller too?
Ha! She's nowhere near my level.
Oh!
She should be up to the task of reading the lunar arcana. Otherwise, she might as well hang up her hat.
Stop subtweeting your apprentice!
Just tell her you've brought a prophecy on behalf of the mighty astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus.
Oh my god.
As a test. Don't worry. As long as you say that, she'll do her best to interpret it for you.
That's a threat.
I think I got that. Astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus. Yosa! That's a long name. Come to think of it, isn't Mona's name really long too? I think it was the what was it again?
Astronomical something, just is something. I don't remember anymore. It's been a long time since Golden Archipelago. Why are we, oh god, why are we panning this way?
So what you're saying is that this card I drew is actually pretty good?
You already drew the card?
Fate is simply fate. It makes no distinction between bad and good. However, talking solely about the upright strength card you drew, one of its interpretations actually fits your profession well. This card symbolizes passion, courage, confidence, and desire, as well as perfect, unfaltering love.
Oh, it's a cuckoosaur. I think? Because the other one's a Natlin, the bird. Yeah, these are all Natlin creatures.
No matter what surprises fate throws your way, I believe you will take control and steer a steady course.
Oh, don't flatter me. By our rules, a good fortune means paying extra for the reading. Here, I'll leave my coin pouch with you. If you have time, could you read the fortunes of my crew?
Haha, that's the first time I've received a request like this.
Wait, that's so sweet.
We've sailed this ship from one corner of Tevat to the other, braving the winds and waves. After so many years at sea, there isn't one among them who doesn't harbor troubles of their own. I may be their captain, but there are things even I can't help them with. So, running into a fortune teller like you, it made me think you might be able to help set their minds at ease. As for recompense, that won't be a problem. We've done good business on our way here and dragged in quite the haul.
As intriguing an offer as that is, I'm afraid I'll have to pass.
Aww.
I fear there aren't enough cards in my deck for such a sizable crew.
Can't you just shuffle your cards?
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. I haven't seen you in a long time. Are you here to have your fortunes read too?
Hey, Beidou, what are you doing in Fontaine? Okay, Beidou out of everyone seems to be, like, Lumijuice Harbor, ship, you know, I can expect her here.
I'm here on business, of course. And to help a certain someone scout out new trade opportunities while I'm at it.
This certain someone, I'm guessing it's...
Our esteemed Tianxuan, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what kind of scheme she's cooked up this time. A few days ago, completely out of the blue, she tells me there's good business to be had in Fontaine. Doesn't ask my opinion, just whips out a detailed itinerary and tells me to follow the trade route it outlines. Turns out, she'd already sent people to scout ahead.
And you did it because you love her. Anyway.
I haven't had any urgent business lately, so I went along with the whole thing. And what would you know, it's been plain sailing the whole way. What was supposed to be a 2-week job got wrapped up in just over 1. I figured since we're already here, we might as well stick around and have some fun. So I gave the crew some shore leave to kick back and relax. Matter of fact, just yesterday, I booked an event space at the Hotel de Boer, and the lot of us drank up a storm.
Are you gonna go visit Navia?
The crew's still sleeping it off at the hotel, so I thought I'd venture out for some fresh air and to sober up. But I only made it a few steps before this, fortune teller stopped me and asked me to draw a card.
So you've already drawn one? Yes. It's
Here,
on the
it's
table.
The strength card. Looks like a good one, and since it's the right side up, I think that makes it even better.
Upright strength. How should Paimon put this? It really does suit you, Beidou.
It certainly does. Now, let me explain the other meaning it holds.
I feel like if someone else didn't already get Empress, I feel like she would also get an upright Empress.
Don't tell me. It's bad news.
I wouldn't say it's good or bad, and it's not directly related to your fortune either. Just a little after-class musing, now that your reading is over. It's clear that you possess both powerful outer strength and an indomitable inner spirit. To borrow a metaphor, you're a lantern in the dark night. You dispel the darkness and guide lost souls on their forward paths.
Something about Charon.
But you must know that it's not only the lost and weak who are attracted to the glow. Bugs cling to the lantern, competing for light and heat. Believing that it can keep them warm, the light burns more intensely. Only by doing so will its radiance not dim. Now, it would be best if someone could drive these bugs away. Because if no one does, perhaps one day the flame will consume its remaining fuel, all for the sake of a few unworthy pests.
If that's your concern, I don't think there's any need to worry. I have a friend who knows how to help people figure things out.
Brenda.
And, she enjoys taking care of pests who hide out in the corners.
A rare friend to have. Judging by your tone, you must really trust her. She doesn't sound like someone who would easily lose her way.
Her? Oh, if she were the type to get lost, I doubt anyone in Liyue would know how to stay on course.
I was thinking of Liz when she said lantern. I feel that is a little too on the nose.
Take this trip, for instance. She's the one who pointed the way.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. It all makes sense now. I was just thinking, if she really wanted to do business, there's no way she'd let me kick back and relax.
I suppose this is what you should expect from the Tianxuan. Even giving someone time off requires an elaborate ruse.
So basically, Ningguang just wanted to give you a holiday. But why make you take such a massive detour?
Well, I'm sure she'd say something like, some detours are needed. Only by taking them can the shortcuts be found. I'll never be able to unravel the twists and turns of her mind. Well, she still needs me to help expand her trade routes, though, so it's not like she'd do me harm.
Expanding trade I don't know what that means, but expanding trade routes!
As her strength card, I'll remain up front, breaking the waves and forging a path ahead.
Not the as her strength card. Anyway.
Whoa! Oh, look at the time. I'd better head back and check on my crew. See if I can't sober 'em up a little, get them shipshape and ready to sail. Traveler, Paimon, Lady Fortune Teller, I hope to see you around. This card is a rare treasure. Can I keep it? Oh, probably not, right? I'll just take one last look.
A light that guides the lost, and those who come for more than its glow. Interesting. If I have the time, I should pay another visit to Liyue.
Barbie visiting every nation?
Oh, look! Miko's over there! Paimon gets the feeling things are about to get stressful.
Not the, oh look, an avocado!
You remember the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? Sure, everything turned out for the best, but it was a real headache to get there.
And she made us sign ourselves away.
But not this time. We're not the ones doing labor, so we definitely won't.
Shh, keep your voice down. Well, well, traveler, Paimon. To think we'd run into each other all the way out here in Fontaine. So, what are you...
Oh, Miko! Did you hear that just now?
No, I didn't hear a thing. But judging by your
That sounded
expression,
sarcastic.
I doubt it was anything... flattering?
No, it's not like that. We're really happy to see you, Miko. What brings you to Fontaine, anyway?
Yeah, so happy to see you. Anyway, that was an awkward change of subject. Miko really got us this time. Well, I don't know about got 'em, but...
Why else would a poor, overworked editor-in-chief like me be here? I'm toiling away on VII Publishing House business, of course. I had just bought a box of new books and was planning to take them back for my editors to study. Still, while strolling around the city, I overheard people talking about an unusually accurate fortune teller out here in the countryside. So I
don't
came
know
to
about
get a reading,
countryside.
if only
We're still
to
in the city.
satisfy my curiosity.
Huh? You're finished already? Why didn't you say so sooner?
But also, can't you get stuff from the shrine? Like, you can get fortune slips from the shrine. I know this is different. Tarot cards are a bit different, but, like, at the same time, how is this gonna help? What card did you draw?
My, taking such an interest in my future, are we? If you want to know, I might be persuaded to let you see. However, you'll have to pay a price.
No, I'll just ask Barbie. Barbie would let me.
Let me think. How about you sign on with VII Publishing House? You can compile your adventures into a thrilling novel.
Didn't we partially do that during the festival with Skara being the there were like 5 different the 5 Kaisen. Oh my god, that was from so long ago. But like I'm pretty sure we did part of that from there. I believe it was like a chapter 1 and chapter 2 or something. I could also be totally misremembering.
Following the latest naming trends, we could call it I picked up emergency food at the start, and now I'm invincible. Oh, we're going to sell so many copies.
I would need to be a pretty thick book.
Who cares? As long as it's entertaining, you can make it as long as you want.
Well,
I once published a light novel called The Horizon Beyond the Paradox.
Okay, wait, no. Just because it's long doesn't mean that it's good, okay? There are a few... I won't say there are that many books that are like the length of, like, say, The Count of Monte Cristo or anything from Tolstoy. And also people are willing to read it, especially in this day and age.
That book was as thick as a dictionary and spanned 8 volumes. Then there were 3 companion guides and 6 spin-offs. Stack them all up and they'd reach the ceiling. If you manage to churn out that much, then I, editor-in-chief, will edit it all personally. What do you say?
You just want to rush my drafts. Sorry, but no, I still have adventuring to do. I don't have time to write. Maybe when I settle.
So, you don't want to see which card I drew, then?
I've suddenly lost all interest.
Yes! It turns out we're not that...
Desperate.
Oh well, here it is.
Well, now I'm still not gonna write for you.
According to Lady Barbeloth, it's reversed justice.
Anything with her is a reverse justice. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, Yai lovers, but I think Yai is the Bezos of this universe. And I don't like her. I haven't liked her since day one. I love her voice actor, though. Don't get me wrong. Love her voice actor. But her, like, character as, like, a personality frustrates me. I didn't see it. I covered my eyes. And also, it's not legally binding. You didn't, like, sign anything, or I didn't sign anything. And also, just because you immediately showed it to me means nothing.
You don't want to see? Very well. Since you have so little interest in divination, the next time you come for a fortune slip, don't expect me to help you draw.
Okay, that's fine. I haven't been to the shrine in years. I'll only go if Sayu's there.
Come to think of it, you two have been visiting the shrine quite often lately to hang prayer plaques, haven't you? How about...
That's a great card to draw, Justice. It's got a nice ring to it.
Seriously?
We folded so fast.
So it would seem. But alas, the Justice card I drew is reversed. Does that mean I'm some sort of outlaw, Lady Barbeloth?
The card is named Justice, but it doesn't represent a just or unjust person. At least, not in a conventional sense.
And she's like the least conventional person.
Perhaps it would be better to say, since it's currently reversed, it represents a dishonest person.
Oopty.
Dishonest? Oh, there must be some mistake.
Girl.
I'm always honest when helping these two interpret their fortune slips. Isn't that right?
Uh-huh. Big sarcasm.
All Paimon knows is that whenever Miko helps the traveler draw fortune slips, it's always great fortune.
Well, that's because of her good luck. Or at least, her good luck whenever she's by my side.
Luck. Now there's a fine choice of words. Reverse justice does indeed symbolize a distorted sort of cause and effect, imbalance, dishonesty, and dissatisfaction. As a yokai, you above all should understand. After all, the birth of a yokai is indelibly tied to desire.
That's a note to make.
A yearning for something, an uncompleted dream, some unfinished undertaking, the pull of a certain emotion. All it takes is the slightest catalyst for these unsatisfied desires to take root and grow and sprout unexpected offshoots. And you, a great yokai of Inazuma, likely have a greater desire than most buried within your heart.
I mean, she kind of says it in her story quest, but she also kind of wishes that she could join the other yokai. I don't know if that's her greatest desire, but it should be one of them.
But that's the limit of what I can see. After all, you only drew one card. What's more, reverse justice is known to be good at concealing lies, whether from others or oneself.
Which is kind of fitting for her, actually.
How delightfully mystifying. Sounds just like something a shrine maiden might say when interpreting fortune slips. I certainly wasn't expecting to pick up any new jargon on this trip, but that one is quite good. Still, as good as it is, it doesn't really align with our shrine's way of doing things. So perhaps I'd better not teach it to the shrine maidens after all. Anyway, thank you for the divination, Lady Mage. Should you ever have the chance, do pay a visit to the Grand Narukami Shrine and allow me to return the favor. What do you say?
I'm afraid my hydromancy keeps me far too busy. I simply can't spare the time to dip my toes into other forms of fortune-telling. Though your fortune slips sound like something Nicole and Alice would enjoy, I'll be sure to tell them all about you.
I feel like Nicole would low-key overwhelm Miko.
Wonderful. When the time comes, I shall personally preside over the drawing of fortune slips for your friends. I assure you, everyone will draw the most auspicious slips.